Good morning, everybody. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock related contents and much more. Good morning, Trader Mike. Who else we had in the building? Traedz, Jenna. Good morning to all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Like I told y'all I was paranoid. I mean, not paranoid, but that's why I said I was not trying to go for a put situation because I still seen the overall pattern that was setting up on SPY. I tried to alert everybody. Yeah, we got a little pullback yesterday, and it was due to Amazon missing its earnings. But we wound up rebounding, getting right back above that 559. Ran up from that 559 up to that 565 level that we talked about. And we're going to keep it rocking and rolling and see what the market has to offer still, guys. But I did alert everybody that that was one of the reasons why I didn't feel comfortable going in on the short side, because I still seen the overall setup that we still had more potential to go up towards the upside. So we're going to go over that, guys, in a few minutes. So let me go ahead and do away with the morning logo. Let's go ahead and go over our SPY recaps from yesterday, guys. We had an opening of 560.37. We had a high of 564.07. We had a low of 557.86. We had a close of 558.47 with a volume of 61.7 million. It's a lot of sevens. I'm noticing that. 7, 7, 7. It's a lot of sevens in there. But let's go ahead and go into our earnings, guys. We don't have anything major. We already had the major companies that already came out. We had Meta, Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon that took place. Once the other companies roll around the corner, guys, I will alert you guys to let you guys know what to be mindful for, what to look out for. Let's go ahead and go over our economics. Economics, we already had the non-farm payroll that already came out. We do have 10 o'clock data coming out. I think it's the factory orders, if I'm not mistaken. So we do have data coming out at 10. Really nothing as far as the president's schedule, so not really too much of nothing. So it looked like it's going to possibly be based off momentum today, so and off the setup. So we're going to go over that, guys. So let's go ahead and take a dive into our charts, and let's get ready to rock and roll. It's in this Friday on the green, guys. And again, wishing everybody a blessed and happy weekend, and we'll get ready to rock and roll next week. So without further ado, let's hop into the charts in 3, 2, 1. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. All right, guys, we're here. So as I told y'all, I was not comfortable going in for no shorts because due to the fact is I seen the overall setup, which we could push our way back up towards the upside. I tried to alert everybody. I tried to let everybody know, even though we had a pullback, it was certain key areas that we're still holding, certain key areas that we reclaimed for the possible movement back up to the upside. Because I seen a lot of more upside potential than downside potential, which was why I was trying to alert everybody to not go for a short at that time. So as you can see, after we got that pullback, after Amazon's earnings came out, we rebounded right around at 556.70. Then got right back on top of that 559 level for that push right back up to 565. And as I told you guys, we back in that old channel of 559, 570. So as you can see, we had 565. If we can get that breakout, what areas that those buyers are trying to move up to next will be 570. Why? Because that is that old range that we were in weeks ago. So we go back a little bit. Y'all remember, that was that old range that we were in. I might have to go back a little. I might have to use my 90 chart. I might use my 90. Let's see. Let me see. I might have to go back a little bit further. 90, 30. Go back a little bit. So let me see, guys. Hold up. I got y'all on this. Let me bring it up. Bring it up. 570 level. Let me go back this way. Where's it at? There we go. Okay, guys, look at the range. 570, 559. 559, 570. 570, 559. 559, 570. Then you got that breakout above that price point, ran up towards that 577, which you came right back down underneath the price point of what? 570. Then you got that tumble on down. Look where we at right now, guys. Let me go back a little bit. Look where we at. 565. With room to possibly run up towards that 570 level, still up on that ascending triangle pattern. So if y'all noticed that, that's why I was trying to warn everybody for the overall setup that was right in front of us that may be taking place, which did. So I tried to warn everybody. I told everybody about the potential bull flag pattern that we had set on the 180 chart. You know, what to be prepared for. You know, not to jump too quickly on those shorts. That's why I told y'all I didn't want to jump in on shorts. You know, despite, the way, even though we didn't get that breakout yesterday and the setup wasn't the way that it should have been, I was still leaning on the long side. We did crack underneath, caught a little U-shape, red to green. Again, wind up creating an uptrend pattern, building up a higher low. Right here, you can clearly see that. Holding right on top of that trend line, pushing right back up to what price point? 565 that we talked about. So That's why I didn't jump in on the put side. So, and I told you guys, I wanted y'all to guys be careful because, again, I'm always looking at the overall setup. I'm not looking at just the intraday setup. I'm looking at the overall setup, which is why I try to alert you guys on what to be prepared for. So, as you can see, we caught a little dip. Got right back on top of that 559 floor. As you can see right here, those sellers are having trouble cracking that floor once again. Now that floor is resecured again as we move our way back up towards the upside, 565. From that point, if we get that 565 breakout, the next key level that those buyers are going to move up to is going to be that 570 level. So definitely keep that on watch. But I try to alert everybody, to be careful, understand those setups, and be patient and let the market do what it has to do. And as y'all can see, when patience pays off, look at the results you get. Patience pays off, guys. You got to be patient, man. Don't force anything. So let me go ahead and put the chat box back on. I do apologize about that. All right, guys. So do you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything? The things that we talked about yesterday. What to be prepared for going into today. So as y'all can see this setup, we talked about it. So there we go. There go your setup as of now. Got these higher low bills right here in an ascending triangle pattern setup. Right here at the tops around 565, 69 level. You can see that. The area that we talked about since yesterday. So there you go. Got that nice little move. So how you guys looking so far? Which better yet, what are you guys game plans as of now? Like, what are you guys game plans? Are y'all going short? Are y'all going long? What are your game plans as of now? What are you trying to do, guys? Fill me in on what you want to do. I broke down everything, yesterday for the possible setup going into today. As you can see, I warned everybody, I alerted everybody for the potential setup. JTraedz, Trader Mike, y'all were my witnesses that I brought this up right here. That I brought this up. JTraedz, did I not, boss? Jenna, Trader Mike, did I not? Did I not bring up this potential setup? This potential bull flag setup from yesterday? Did I not warn everybody about that? Insider? Did I not try to give everybody a heads up on what to possibly expect? A bull flag pattern that can push us from that 552 level up to that 565, that range that we talked about? See, look right here. What did those sellers come in at? 565. Back down to what? 562. You get that break back up. You get that break above that 565 level. You do have room to run up to that 577 level, which would what? Put you in this range, right? 552, 565, 577, back on down until you either break out of that channel or crack that channel. But we are back in this old range. I can go back to my old chart, the chart setup I had for you guys yesterday. Right here. There you go. See the old range that we were in what it was in March, right? Yeah, in March. 552 up to 577, back down to 552 until we cracked out of that channel. As I told you guys, we fell out of the channel. We rotated on the downside of that channel. Now they may be preparing to rotate on the upside of the channel. So remember we talked about this. We already got the downward rotation out of that channel. Now we may be setting up for the upper rotation above the channel. Cause look all this space and opportunity. Look these areas that we have not yet got back above. None of the bodies of the candles have successfully crossed back above these levels since what? That was since what? Early March. Fell back down in that range, and we have not been able to get back on top of that range until since March. And look at that. Again, we already caught a bottom rotation. Now they may be setting up for possible upper rotation. So keep that in mind. Channel magnet. Fall out of a channel, you go right back in the channel. Again, this one we fell out of. This time, they may be trying to break out of it. So again, the reason why we fell out of that channel this time, why? Because we were in a bearish rally. We was on a downtrend, which caused us to crack out of that channel. Now, things have changed. Now, instead of being on a downtrend, now you are on an uptrend. Now you are back in a bull rally doing the opposite. So instead of going on a downtrend and falling, you may be going on an uptrend and actually breaking out. So right now, look at the setup. Look at this trend line. Bounce, go back up. Bounce, go back up. You are on an ascending triangle pattern for that break above that 577 with all this room to run up to 590, 600, right back into the 610 levels. So again, we're going from a downtrend to now an uptrend pattern. So you got to keep that in mind. Downtrend to an uptrend pattern. So that's why I was warning everybody yesterday that we were setting up for a possible bull flag pattern that could push our way back up to what price point? 565, which we did. this morning. 565, right? We know that's going to be strong resistance until we break above that key level. Hold that level for that possible push back up to what? 577 based off of this old setup that we have right in front of us. See right here. Went from 552 up to 565. Broke above that price point. Ran up to what? 577. Then you find your way back underneath 565. Back down to 552. Then you got that dump on off. Now look what we're doing. 552. Back up to 565, which we know is going to be resistance until we break above that price point. So in other words, that'll keep us in what range? That'll keep us in a range of 565, 562 until we get that break above that price point where we can run up to the 570 to that 577 level. But I did warn everybody on the possibility of what could take place. So people can't say I didn't tell them. People can't say I didn't tell them. I tried telling everybody what to look out for. I tried telling everybody yesterday what to possibly be prepared for. I know everybody doubted me when we cracked. I already know that. Everybody was doubting me. Everybody doubted me as soon as we cracked. But look what happened. Regained it right back on top of that 559, right back in that range. I tried to tell them. So, Engineer, what's up, Queen? So, I mean, like I said, so right now we in this little bottom range in that channel at 559, 565 level. So we back in this little bottom range. Back in the bottom range, we know that around that 565, 69 level is going to be resistance. Or if you want around it, 566, right back down to that 559 level that we can't crack and a level that we cannot break out, thus putting us in a what? A range. And you got to keep in mind this time, even as we pull back this time, you got to remember the price points that we're now back above. We're above that old pre-market level, which was around 561.93. And we are back above that level that we got rejected at yesterday in intraday, which was around that 563.50 level. So watch those key levels. Watch those key levels specifically. So right now, trend line is still holding. You do have room to possibly put, if we do get a hard rejection underneath that price point at 565.69, you do have these levels, which is going to be around what? Pre-market level and that old resistance level from yesterday. Which again, keep that on watch to see if those buys can hold above that 561.93 level, which is going to be that old pre-market area from yesterday. So as we pull back this way, see if those buys are going to move back in for that potential bounce back up towards the upside, where we can get to see a pop, drop, pop situation. Push up, pull back for that next level on up. In other words, I'll draw it out for you on what we can possibly expect this time. So we can expect to pull back down towards these old key levels. Remember, pre-market and old areas here for a possible move back up towards the upside. So keep that on watch. So as long as you hold that trend line, these are the possibilities. Now, if you crack that trend line, fall right back underneath that 560, 61.93, then yes, we'll start to pull right back down to the 559s, back down to these levels, so forth. But as of now, as we're on top of the trend line, this is the possibility where, as we pull back, where buyers may try to step back in, which is going to be around the 561.93 for that bounce right back above that 563.50 for that reversal, for that possible breakout above 565.96 for that push up to what? 570. So keep that in mind. But it went down. Well, yeah, that's because of Amazon. Amazon it missed its earnings. So that's why you got the pullback. You got the pullback due to Amazon situation yesterday. So we go back a little bit. We go to Amazon. That's what caused SPY to pull back the way it did. Because once Amazon earnings had missed, you got that pullback right around that same time. That was Amazon that caused that. But look what Amazon is at now. It bad boy rebounded, and look where you back at now, 192. So again, despite the pullback, we rebounded right back on up. It shows the strength of the buyers. So despite the pullbacks, especially this deep pullback, you find your way right back on top of 187.50, ran right back up to what price point? 192, showing the strength of these buyers still. So despite the pullback, look at the strength and the recovery still. So you got to keep that in mind. Right now, even after SPY dropped off, we are in the what? We are in an ascending triangle pattern setup. Even after the drop, we reclaim what? 559, right back up to that area, what? 565. So we know that this is the area that we cannot break out at this time, and we know this is the area that we can't crack at this time, thus keeping us in a range. So again, if we want to see more upside, we know what area that we need to break out. It's going to be around that 565, 69, back up for that possible area up to 570. You got to remember, that's that old range, engineer, that we were in weeks ago. Go back a little bit. Again, go back down memory lane. What range were we in a long time ago? 570, 560, 59. 570, 559. Remember, old range. We're back in that old range. So from that 565 level, once we get that breakout, those buys are going to try to go for what price point? 570. So you'll be in this range. You got to keep that in mind. The price points and the potential where these buyers can push. And normally on Fridays, y'all already know, 9 times out of 10 on Fridays, what do they sometimes do? Or what do they normally set themselves up for? Short squeezes. They normally set up for short squeezes. So just keep that in mind. Yes, you're going to possibly get a little pullback from that 565 level because that's a natural resistant area because that's the area we got rejected before. Oh, Bell is wrong, guys. I'm starting breaking things down and I didn't even count it down. I do apologize. So right now, you will possibly get a little pullback from that area. What? Because that's going to be strong resistance because that's where your sellers are sitting at. So keep that in mind. What's up, T? So right now, getting rejected where? 565. So watch these key levels as we pull back down. Remember, these are the old key levels from yesterday. We have 563.50. That was that old level that we got rejected at. On down to that old pre-market level, which was around what? 561.93. So as we pull back down this way, let's see if those buys are going to try to recover, try to go for that demand zone right here for that possible move back up towards the upside. So keep it on watch to see on what these buys are going to do. Because I mean, anything can take place at this time. Because I mean, you do have somewhat of a bull flag pattern setting up early in pre-market. So definitely keep your eyes peeled to see what these buys are going to do from this point. Because you do have somewhat of a bull flag pattern, but we are overextended. So keep that on watch. Keep that on watch. But I told y'all guys that's why I didn't want to go for a put. Because I saw the overall setup. That's why I wasn't going for a put. Got a nice little put here. I mean a nice little pullback. But then you recovered and bounced your way back up to that 565 that we talked about. So you got to understand, you got to look at the overall setup that's right in front of your face. I tried telling everybody what could possibly happen yesterday going into today. Got a bull flag setup. I tried telling everybody. But right now, we're going to have strong resistance at what price point? Around that 565, 69 level. We know that's going to be strong resistance. So let's see what these buys going to do, guys. Let's see what these buys going to do right around that price point. Are they going to go for that push, for that continuation push up to that 570? Or will we get rejected and get that pull back down? So right here is going to be a crucial level. Again, the buys can take over. Get that break above that 565, you do have room to push your way up towards that 570 range. If we stay underneath that price point, yes, we do have room to pull back down towards that trend line. So right now, you got somewhat of a bull flag pattern setting up the pre-market. So you do have a bull flag pattern setting up right now. So let's see what these buys are going to do from this point. They will have to break above that price point of that 565.69 level. Get that breakout, you have room to run up to that 568 to 570 level, where you will be crossing that borderline, going from the bearish side of things to the bullish side of things. So keep that in mind. Keep that on watch to see where we go. But I tried telling everybody, man. I told everybody what to look out for. You remember, again, remember the old range. 559, 570. What's up, Queen? Good morning. See why Queen, you see why I said I didn't want to go in for a put, even though we got a pullback? Look at that. Recovery right back up to what? 565. Now you see why I didn't do it. Why I hesitated. Why I said nope. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. At least I was honest about it on why I couldn't do it. I mean, I broke it down. I seen the potential. I just could not short it. I mean, at that time. I mean, yeah, you had a little shorting opportunity, but then you reversed right back on up towards the upside. So I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. But like I said, at least I broke down everything why in my thought process on why I didn't want to do it. At least I tried to tell everybody. So right now, let's see if those buys going to execute or initiate on this possible bull flag pattern. If they get that break above that 565.69, you do have room to push your way up to that possible area of 568 up to that 570 range. Because you got to remember, that's that old channel. Old channel. So right now we know what the sellers are sitting at. We know what the bears are sitting at. They're sitting right around this price. Because you got to remember at 565.69 level, that's gonna be resistance. So we know that natural is gonna be resistance. And like I said, based off of the 180 chart, you can clearly see that. Yeah, so right now, JTraedz, right here, boss, all we doing is hitting that resistance line that we hit that same old area from before. See right here? All we doing is hitting that resistance line. Let me go to my 10. Yeah, so all we doing is hitting that resistance line, boss, right here. 565.69. But if those buys can push, you do have room to proceed up to 570, up to the possibly up to that 577. Because again, that's that old range that we were in. Sorry about that, guys. That's that old range that we were in. Old range right here. See how you getting rejected at that same key level where those sellers came in at? We've got that strong pullback. So keep that on watch. If those buys can take that area away from those bears, they can reverse that play back up towards the upside from 565 level up to that 577 level, where you'll go towards the upper portion of that channel. So keep in mind, you do have room to run up towards those areas of 577 back down to 565 until we break out above 577. So you got to keep in mind, this is the old range that we're in right here. 582, 565, 577. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So right now we're still in somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern. But as I stated, you got to remember these old prices from yesterday. Tops yesterday was around 563.50. Pre-market area was around at 561.93. So they're right here in pre-market. Ran up the pre-market, got rejected, came right back on down, tried to break above it, ran up as high as 563.50. Then you came right back underneath what? That old pre-market level of 561.93. Then you got that dump back on down. Now you have to understand that we back above that key level, which possibly could be utilized for support. Get a little pullback down right around where that trend line is. See if those buys can step right back in around 561.93 for that possible push back up towards the upside. We do have data guys coming out at 10 o'clock. We do have the factory orders coming out at 10. So don't forget about that. We do have factory orders coming out at 10 o'clock. So right now, you can clearly see the setup. You can clearly see this uptrend setup still. Resistance, keep in mind, 565, 69. So right now, pullback is expected right now because we haven't broken above that price point. Haven't broken above it. Pulling back down to this old area from yesterday. Pulling back down towards this level. And then you have that next level, which is going to be around that pre-market area, which is going to be around 561.93. So there go your possible pullback setting up right here from that area. Pulling back. So right now, I'm just looking at my charts. Ooh, I think I had the wrong one set up. Wait, what date is this? Oh, no, it is the 2nd. Wait, why? I look like my dates is off on these damn things. Let's see. What price point? Oh, yeah, around 65. Okay, so let me see. So I'm just looking at these prices. I'm just looking at the strike prices and everything, trying to make sure I line everything up damn near to a T. So, because I want to watch the setups on these bad boys. And let me see. Right, let me see on my call side. What price point was that? 69.70. All right, pulling back. So I'm watching both contracts, guys. I'm watching the calls and the puts at the same time. I'm just watching the setups. So everything's setting themselves up real quick. Looking at both contracts. So right now a pullback is expected because that's going to be a strong resistance until we break above that price point. So keep that in mind. That's going to be strong resistance. And then you're getting overextended off of that 9MA already. So possible room to fall back to the 9MA if we don't get that breakout. So you do have room to possibly pull right back down to the 9MA, which you do have room to pull back down towards that 563.50. If we crack 563.50, the next possible level is going to be around 561.93. So just keep that on watch. Right now, we're still holding above that old area from yesterday. That's going to be around 563.50. Again, if we do crack that level, you do have room to fall back down to the pre-market level from yesterday, which is around 561.93. So just keep that on watch. Keep that in mind. So I'm still watching these setups, still watching everything. What time was this? 4 o'clock. showing 4 o'clock, but I wasn't even able to get in yesterday. It wouldn't let me get in. Because it looked like it... Let me see. Alright, guys. So right now I'm just keeping on watch. Amazon, like I said, got a nice little pullback on Amazon. I've been watching MSTR. Shout out to Engineer on that too. So Engineer, as far as MSTR, I've been watching that lately. The ranges that we've been in. So I was trying to figure out the setup for MSTR. So I have been watching that too as well. Between the long side and the short side. So I have been keeping my eyes peeled on that one, watching that setup. Because remember that channel that we talked about on MSTR? Let me go to it real quick. MSTR. Price points. What was that real quick? MSTR setup was where? It's on the 180, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, MSTR. So we got rejected right back underneath that 400 level. Remember, we had to break above that 375. 375. So we're in this range right now. So if we get that break above that 400 level, I mean, we do have room to still push up towards the upside on that. Because once you break above 400, you do have room to push up to these levels, which is going to be around like 430 up to that 450 level. Once we get that break above 400. So, I mean, you're still on an uptrend setup. So, I mean, there's still possible opportunities on even MSTR. I mean, still good opportunities because I've been watching that. And shout out to you for bringing that to my attention. So I have been watching that as well, Engineer. So thank you for that too. Let's see. Move it over. What we got, Trader Mike? What we got, boss? Man, I'm still tripping on that Microsoft, man. That Microsoft, man, you got me so hyped off that Microsoft that play you did. $37,000 overnight. What? Man. Boss, I told you. Tariq, as you was arguing with me yesterday, boss, I was doing everything I could to tell you the set. Boss, come on now. When I was saying I'm sticking to bullish, you argued me down, right? You said you changed your mind. You was like, no, I'm gonna stick to going short. I said, boss, I went to a 180 chart. I said we do have a potential bull flag pattern that could be still setting itself up. I still stayed on the bullish side of things. I tried telling you to help you out in your positions because I didn't want you to take a short because I saw the overall setup. Because remember, yesterday, and I'll go back to it, boss, I was trying to do everything I could to kind of make you see it. I kept going to a bull flag pattern. I say, boss, we may have a potential bull flag pattern that could be setting up. And I said it right here. I said, despite on the news that came out, I'm looking at the pattern setup. So the pattern was saying bull flag pattern. Right here, boss. I said bull flag pattern that could push its way back up to what price point? 565. And look what did we hit? 565. Boss, I tried warning you. I literally tried warning you in so many ways. Because you know I care about you. You my guy, man. I love you to death. You know I'm always going to talk to you because you my guy, man. But, I understand about, the news that came out. But you have to understand the overall position that we're in. Because we're no longer on a bearish rally. Now we're on a bullish rally. You got to understand that. From that 613 level, yes, we fell all the way down to 480, right? We was on a good few month downtrend, a month or two downtrend. Now you have to understand that we crossed over. Now we transitioned from a downtrend setup now to an uptrend setup. Now we have some more bullish opportunities than have bearish opportunities because we coming out of a downtrend range now into an uptrend range. But I got your back, boss. I mean, we all make mistakes, man. So I'm never gonna judge you, man. You know that, T. I'm always gonna have you back, boss. Always, man. So I mean, we human, man. We make mistakes, but we're here to help each other, man. I love you to death. I'm always gonna be there for you. You know that. So I mean, again, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but when I see setups, I'm gonna try to warn everybody because I don't want them to make mistakes. So I do the best that I can. That's why I said yesterday. What did I say? Mike, Trader Mike, Nate Traedz, you were my witness. What I said yesterday. Y'all go back on my live. I said, even though, the setups are not right, I'm still bullish. I said, guys, it's your account. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to go for, a short, go for a short. But I'm still bullish. I said, overall, I never changed my thought process. I said, guys, I'm bullish. I see a setup. I stuck to it. I never changed my mind. I tried to tell people what I saw. And y'all heard me. Y'all was my witness. I never changed from what my thought process was. I said I'm bullish. I never changed it. Now the setup didn't go the way I wanted to, but I was still bullish. I was still bullish overall. I just didn't worry about the trade. I said, okay, I'm gonna wait for the next opportunity. That's it. That's all I said. I'm gonna wait for the next opportunity. But I still see a bullish opportunity. So, and what happened? Bullish opportunity. So, and like I said, the main thing that caused SPY to fall yesterday was Amazon, because Amazon missed its earnings, caused that pullback, but then you got that recovery right back up towards the upside. So, I mean, but I seen the overall setup, which was bullish. I tried warning everybody. I tried warning everybody. I told everybody. I said just what to look out for. He said with Microsoft, he said went over past the earnings, then listened to Fox News Business right before the bell, and the guy said Microsoft is going to make people happy. So I went long, but yes, really don't know. But yeah, and again, and Trader Mike, all I did, and I'm just being honest, it's not me saying, oh, I'm a know-it-all. All I did was just go off of the chart patterns. That was it. I swear, that's all I do is go off of patterns, and I alert everybody. I said, okay, this is a pattern that I see. Okay, this is the area that we need to break out, and so forth. Sometimes it may happen right then and there. Sometimes it might not happen. Just like yesterday. Okay, we didn't get the move like we was anticipating, right? What was it anticipating yesterday, JTraedz and Trader Mike? We was anticipating 565, right? We didn't get it yesterday, and okay, due to earnings, my Amazon, which didn't help. But look what happened today. We wound up getting that move up to what? 565. We still got it. So it's like I still seen the setup, but again, I mean, the market may sometimes, sometimes we may be in a position where it doesn't do what we want it to do right then and there, but it eventually does it. So, and then you got to think about it. Normally on Fridays is what? Short squeezes. And then now, because if you think about it, the reason why it was, and you got to think about it from this standpoint too. The reason why it's a little bit more bullish because everything is out of the way now. There's no more major economic data. That's out of the way. No more major earnings. That's out of the way. So it's nothing to add fear to the market as of now. The only thing they have now is volatility, momentum. That's it, because there's nothing to put fear in the market right now. Now, if Donald Trump was to come, make some type of announcement, then yeah. But right now, they're going based off of volatility now because everything is out of the way. There's no major economic data's coming out. Like I said, we do have factory orders. And no major earnings until, the next one rolls around. Because what hasn't came out yet? Google hasn't came out yet. Tesla, Nvidia. I think that's the only ones I know for sure that hasn't came around the corner just yet. I know those are the ones that's going to be expected. MSTR, good opportunity. Again, shout out to engineer for bringing that up to my attention. I mean, look at that. MSTR is a good opportunity. Look at that. From 384 recovery, now pushing your way back up to 394, 395, which was a $10 move back up towards that 400 range. So I mean, look at these overall setups and just understand on how the market is setting itself up. That's it. Try to get an edge on it. Try to understand it. Whether it's a 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, 180 chart, 5-year chart, 6-month chart. Get an edge on it. Play the patterns, play the setups. Like I said yesterday, even though everything was moving slow, was choppy, I still was bullish. I still was on a bullish mindset. I didn't change it because I saw the overall outcome to it. And this area right here, did I not alert? What area did I alert? 565, right? Around 565, 69. I alerted this. I said, as long as you stay underneath, you'll pull back down to what? 563.50. From that 563.50, you have room to fall back down to that old pre-market area. What? 561.93. Did I not? Where we at? 563.50. I mean, come on, man. It's like, I try to warn everybody. I try to give everybody a heads up, like to prepare themselves, man. I tell y'all, these areas, again, this is an area that we have not broken out. This is the area that we have not cracked. As we pull back, I told y'all what to expect, that we could pull back down to that old break, or that old area that we got rejected at in intraday yesterday, 563.50. If we crack that level, you have room to fall back down to what? that old pre-market level from yesterday, which is around 561.93. But I try to alert everybody, man. I try to let everybody know, you know, I do the best that I can to help, but it's up to you guys to make that move. Microsoft still beasting. Microsoft still trying to hold his range. What range is this? That look like, what is this? 524. So it look like what, almost like a little dollar range almost. No, not, I say dollar range. I apologize. Not dollar range, but let me see. All right. Up to what was those tops? Around 65. I mean 436.99. So all you did was break out of this little channel on Microsoft, breaking above this old resistance level. Now trying to push up towards that 440. So we know what Microsoft trying to go. We know Microsoft was trying to go for those bottoms of 424, trying to push his way up towards that 440. So you can clearly see what Microsoft is doing. You can clearly see what Microsoft is doing. So we know where it's trying to go, which is going to be 440. So if we put that, I mean, you clearly see the setup where it's trying to go from these bottoms, mid area, trying to go up to what? 440. So let's color code it. Bottoms, right? Mid area, and your tops, where we know that where it's trying to go, 440. So you're going from the bottom portion of that channel to the upper portion of that channel. So now, I mean, you can clearly see the setups. And all it does is just takes time just to look at it, just to read it, understand what the market is doing. You know, what areas are strong resistance, what areas are strong support, where areas do we see double bottoms damn near, double tops damn near, areas that we can't break out, you know, where you see most of the buyers, most of the sellers. Once you start to get an understanding of that, play it. That's it. Understand these price points and play it. So right now, SPY, still testing at 563.50. Watch that key level. Again, if we do crack it, you do have room to pull back down towards that 561.93. Like I said, Microsoft still looking good. From that 432 level, 432.50 level. And again, as long as you can hold on top of that area, you got room to still continuously push your way up to 335 up to that 440 range. As long as those buys keep pushing. So you can clearly see what it's doing. See, right up. From those bottoms here up to this midpoint area, now putting you in the upper range from that 532.50. I mean, I keep saying 5. I'm thinking about SPY. I'm sorry. 432.50. And look right here, guys. What I told you, SPY. What I told you. Crack that level. You got room to come back down to what? Bam. There you go. So let me see. Let me put my alert just in case we do hit it, because I did alert it. What was that? 561.93? 561.93. Let me go ahead and set my alert that way towards below. We already cracked the 563.50 level. Right down to that level we talked about. That old pre-market level. Pulling back. Keep that on watch. I'm still trying to get all my contracts and everything. What we at right now? I mean, look at that. Microsoft still moving his way up, curling his way on up. That still looks good. MSTR, what is how's this bad boy looking? I'm still watching SPY. Let's see. MSTR got a little bit of a pullback. I need that 395, pulling back down this way. So you definitely want to break back above that price point. I'm still watching SPY as well. So 395. Let's see. So let me set it up for 395 mid area. All right. So we know that's the area we're going to need to break above for MSTR to get for that push up to that back up to the 400 level. So I got to get back above 395 for sure. Get back above that price point. So there go MSTR. Okay, guys, anything else? Anything else we need to look at? All right, held these bottoms around this 84-ish range. Around these fours range. All right, bam, bam, bam. Again, MSTR need to get above that 395. From 395, you have room to push your way back up towards that 400, back up towards that area 403. So it looks like it's trying to curl its way up. So if you are trading MSTR, need to get back. If you want to go long, definitely want to get back above that 395. That's gonna be the area you need to get back above. So where we at right now? I'm gonna set my alert at 395. I'm gonna set my alert at 395 for that price point. So we do get a breakout. It's gonna alert us. Let us know we're going in the right direction. 395. MSTR. All right, got y'all on that one for whoever's trading that. Microsoft still looking good. Ooh, damn. Still pushing. Goodness gracious. I told y'all we could be going 440. 440 Microsoft. I told y'all 440 Microsoft. Let's see. Keep that on watch. Right now, buys have got right back on top of that old area on SPY at 563.50. Came right to it, and they got right back on top of it. Let me see. Let's see. That's the pullback entry I was looking for try the longs on IWM. How we looking on IWM? T, how we looking on IWM right now? IWM. 200. Trying to push up toward that 200 range. Let's see where that's trying to go. IWM 200. Make a duplicate copy. 200 on that bad boy. So 200 range here. Mid area, we're gonna put 198 on that note. So 198 on that one. And bottoms, we'll use that 196 range for that bad boy. 196 for the bottoms for IWM. So you didn't reclaim that 196. Now right back on top of 198, trying to push his way up to 200. So y'all notice it moved by twos. So you go from 194, 196, 198, trying to push his way up to 200. So if you notice, the uptrend still building his way up, and it's going by twos. So from 98, $2 more, you go up to what? 200. So that's the way that bad boy is rocking and rolling. So far on IWM. Let's see what else. Microsoft still, ooh, that bad boy, $3 away from 440. So if you got in on Microsoft, shout out to y'all on that one. So we know where Microsoft trying to go. So we know Microsoft trying to go for that 440 range. We know that for sure. 440 range. Set my alert on that one. All right, cool. All right. Let me see. And like I said, engineer, you got me looking at MSTR, so I've been watching that. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled on that one. So I'm watching that Inspire. So I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to do, because I'm looking at the opportunities. So right now, I know we're going to need 395 levels. So I'm going to be watching MSTR too. So I'm just trying to see which one would be a better opportunity. But thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, though, engineer. So I've been watching it. I've been steady watching that bad boy. So let me see. So right now, you only some of this downtrend setup from these tops here. So right now, downtrend setup. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, downtrend setup as of now. So let me see. I'm trying to look at the channel that bad boy is in. Guys, keep SPY on watch. You still got room to possibly fall back down. If they don't recover that 563.50, you still have room to possibly fall back down to that 561.93. So keep that on watch. So I'm watching. I'm also watching MSTR too. Like I said, I'm keeping that on watch. Shout out to engineer for that. So I've been looking at that, trying to just read the setups. You know, so I've just been looking at that too. So MSTR. Not trading MSTR, you have to watch the beat. I'll just go off the patterns. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like I said, I'm a pattern trader on that bad boy. And I mean, we called out the pattern. If you think about it, engineer, we called it out. Because look, I mean, when we called out the channel, look what it did. When we talked about that channel, MSTR, didn't it not do what it did? What it was supposed to do? Let me go to it. MSTR. Did it not do what it was supposed to do on that bad boy? Look. Remember when we first talked about it? What price points did we say we needed to break? We said, right, once we get above that, what? 345, you have room to run your way up to 375. From 375, you have room to run up to what? 400. So how did I come up with that? Think about it. All I did was play the setup, and it was based off the past. The past told me on how high we can go. You can see right here, you ran up to what? 400, rejection back on down. 400, rejection back on down based off of what? The pattern. All I did was just watch the pattern set up. That's it. I just trade the patterns. That's all I do, Queen. Trade the patterns. I make it about as easy for myself as possible. Understand where the strong resistance at. Understand where possible support can be at. That's all I do. Patterns tell me everything I need to know. I trade it. Point blank. Because you got to understand, it's not only us that sees those patterns, engineer. You got to think about millions and millions of other traders who damn near have that same thought process, who trade off of patterns as well. Because think about it. Why would the market react, those stocks react at the same exact areas damn near over and over and over again? Because psychologically, they know those areas. They know those areas that's going to hold up. Think about it. All right, engineer, think about it. What price point did I call out? How did I know that? 565. How did I know that we was going to get rejected at 565? Around 565, 69. How did I know that? I didn't guess it. Why? Because psychologically, I seen right where sellers came in at, right? Because you got to think about it. Psychologically, you got to think about that. Those sellers, because they're going to look at the past. They're going to see exactly where we pulled back down from and utilize that same price point. You got to take the past into consideration. So, again, why was I able to call out around that 565, 69 area for a possible pullback down? Because it's been done before. Same area. It's all, again, I take the past and utilize that to the best of my ability. Factory orders. Factory orders came out. Factory orders came out, Jenna. Let me bring it up real quick. But yeah, engineer, that's all I do, Queen. Because think about it. I never traded MSTR, you know that. So how was I able to know where to put my lines at exactly? Based off of what? The past. And what did the market do? What did the stock do? React off the same price points over and over and over again. That's all the market does. It runs up to a certain key area because it knows where to go and it knows where to pull back at. Same thing with SPY. SPY knew to run up to that 565, 69 level around 566 and pull back down. Why was I able to call that? Psychologically, because that's what the market has done before. And that's all it is. Just taking a pass, understand where the strong areas is at, and utilizing to the best of your ability. That's really it, Queen. Engineer, that's really it. That's all you do. Factory orders. Let me see. That came out today for May 2nd, right? May 2nd. Yeah, May 2nd. Look like they beat expectations. Factory orders. So right now that look positive. Forecast was a 0.5%. We came out to a 0.6%. So that came out positive as far as factory orders today. So that came out positive. So that came out over expectations. So that's a positive sign on that note. I'm going to take a screenshot of it and I'll send it to you guys for the factory orders real quick. Let me take a screenshot of that real quick. And I will send y'all the results. Go to data. Factory orders. I'm going to save it on the OF. And let me send this to you guys. So that just came out just now. So factory orders just came out. And as you can see, that positive news came out. Now you're getting that little bounce off of that 563.50 level for that push back up. So let's see. Alright, send this to you guys real quick. Let's rock and roll with it. So factory orders has came out. Move this over. So all my gifts I'll be using for decking them. Alright, factory orders. OF, factory orders. So that came out. There y'all go. Put update. Oops. Alright, update. Factory orders. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, there they go. Put your factory orders. I'm going to send that to my other crew as well. Let me send that to decking them too. And there go your bull flag pattern. Bow. There go that one. There go that little setup. Like I said, MSTR need to get above that 395 level. Alright, let me send that factory orders to decking them so they'll have that bad boy. Alright, cool. Where's that? Oh, I need to send it to the rest of the other crew. Alright. Alright. Oh, take that off. There we go. Anyway. Tesla, break easy money. Well, what you got, boss? I didn't even know you trade Tesla, Nate. You ain't say nothing. I didn't know you're trading Tesla. What you got, boss? What we at? So, okay, we held that 280 level. Oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay, I see what you did. So let me look at Tesla real quick. Let me look at it. When? Oh, I probably wasn't paying attention. I apologize, boss. I apologize. Yeah, I mean, because it gets so cluttered with other messages. I apologize. Yeah, my bad, Nate. I'm sorry. My apologies, boss. My apologies to you. I do apologize, boss. Because, I mean, I'm over here doing multiple things, man. Looking at everything. I'm just all over the place. I do apologize. So, yeah. So, right now, we're still in that range. As far as Tesla, we're still in that 280, 285, 290 range. In the $10 range total. So, for Tesla, we know we need to get above... No, I know you made your money, boss. I know you made your money. Shout out to you, though. Yeah, if we get back above that 285 level, you do have room to push your way back up to that 290 level. So, yeah, definitely keep that on watch. Yeah, so let me see. Oh, wait. Did you go for a short or did you go for a call? What did you do? Did you go for a put or a call on that bad boy? Because I know we got rejected on 285, pulling back down. So, okay, call. So you caught a quick... Oh, okay. So you went for that quick scalp up. Okay. I see what you did. So you went for that quick scalp right back up. That bounce right here at that level. So that red to green. Okay. Yep. All right. So what we need to do is get back above that 285 level if those buyers, because I mean, the indicators are still sitting up though. So the indicators are still sitting up bullish. So all I got to do is get back above 284 to 285, because that's going to put you above the 9 EMA. Where this bad boy could start to transition, and continue the uptrend up towards the upside before those indicators start to curl down, because they have the opportunity to push back up. Yeah, so if they can start to create that uptrend back up toward the upside, that'll keep them, because they're already above the 50 SMA. They're trying to hold above the 20 EMA. Next key level, they need to get above the 9 EMA. So if they can start that uptrend, that'll get them above those indicators. See, right now you're underneath the 9, you're underneath the 20, showing a little bit of weakness because you can see the upper shadow, and then you ran up towards that VWAP, pull it right back down. So you can clearly see that right off top. So that's why they're going to need to get back above those levels, especially above 285, because that's going to put them above the 50, the 9, the 20, and the VWAP. So if they can get that push, get back above that price point, I mean, you could definitely start to transition back up towards the upside. I mean, they got the ability to do it, because the indicators are still sitting up. I mean, they got room to still do it. Just got to get those buys to step in. SPY. Still bounced off that 563.50, trying to push his way back up, somewhat off this bull flag pattern setup. We just got to get that break above that 565 level. If they get that break above that price point, I mean, you do have room to push your way back up toward that 568 to 570 range. So, I mean, they still have the ability to do so. So, right now, we're in a little channel. So, right now, we're in a little small range between that 563.50 and that 565 level, because we have not yet broke above 565, and we have yet to crack that 563.50. So thus putting you in this little range. So right now you're somewhat like almost like a little $2 range almost. So right now you're just going sideways. So trying to build its way back up, because it does have a bull flag pattern set up to it. It does have a bull flag pattern set up to it. I can definitely see that. Indicators are still holding up. I mean, everything's still looking positive on it. I mean, still looking positive. Let me see. What price point was that? 66? We're right around 66. What's this one? Let me see how high this one gonna close out. Oh, so right now, like I said, I'm just keeping it on watch, guys. Keeping us on watch. See where we going. I'm trying to see everything. Watch everything I can. Microsoft, like I said, Microsoft, you're only $2 away from 440. So right now, Microsoft is still gunning. Microsoft is still gunning. What is MSTR doing? Has it moved back on top of that 595 yet? No, not yet. Still haven't gotten back above 295, 395 yet. Go back a little bit. Back. Right here, right where we at. So yeah, we haven't got, still haven't yet broke above that price point yet. But the only one it seems, the only one that's on a run right now is definitely Microsoft. Look like Meta's in first place. Let me see what Meta's doing. Meta, yeah, Meta's push. Oops, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. But Meta's pushing for sure. Oops, come on, stay here. There we go. So yeah, Meta's still pushing. What range did we have before on this one? 15-minute time frame. What was this? Which time frame did I have? Go to my default again. All right, let's see. Cause Meta looks like it's still on this uptrend as well. Trying to push his way up towards that 600 range. You're only $10 away from that 600 range. Right now you're at the 590s. That bad boy is still trucking. So let me set up a new one. I'm gonna use my old 15-minute time frame, see if I can try to draw that out. So right now, Meta's still on an uptrend, still trying to push his way up towards the upside. SPY, we just gotta get that break above that 565 level. We can get that break above that price point. I mean, you can push your way back up towards that possible area 568 to 570 range. Let me see on how these. See what this bad boy doing. What's up, Thunder? Good morning, boss. Good morning, good morning. Like I said, Meta's still pushing. Right now, we're what, 591? That bad boy is still pushing. Man, a lot of them in beast mode right now, like squeezing like crazy. A lot of them still squeezing. What's that one, 94? What I got, 60, all right, 66. What we got left on this candle? 4 minutes. So I'm watching my 5-minute time frames because I'm trying to get these contracts real quick. Let me see, 6750. Let me see something. Wait, am I using the right one? Oh, no wonder I used it. I put it on the wrong chart setup. That's why I couldn't see it. All right, cool. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let me see on how this candle closes out real quick. So right now, guys, keep in mind we got to get that break above that 565 level. Nate, are you still looking at Tesla, boss? I mean, like I said, look at Microsoft. Microsoft, you're not too far from hitting that 440 range, right where my alert is at on Microsoft. Microsoft's still gunning it. Meta's still gunning it. So those are the main two that's still pushing for sure. You got Microsoft and Meta still squeezing. Okay, so that VWAP. Okay, boss. Let's see. Yeah, so the main ones that look like that's pushing is Microsoft and Meta. I mean, those are your main ones. Microsoft and Meta for sure. Them bad boys are gunning. I said I tried to get in at Microsoft when it went over the VWAP. I didn't feel. Oh, you didn't get feel. Let me see. Let me see what we can go at. Where else we can go from that price point. Let me see. I probably use my 180 chart, but I mean from that range or the channel that I do have set, Mike. I had this set up from 424, 432 up to that 440 range. So you broke above the mid area, you're pushing your way up to the top area. So I mean, God, that was what, damn near a $20 runner. Jeez Louise, holy crap! That bad boy went on like a $20 run. Holy moly, that's crazy. I went on like a $20 run on that one. From those bottoms all the way up to that 440, damn near $20. So Microsoft went on beast mode. Meta, from what price point? Meta went from looking for one more trade. What are you looking at, Nate? What you got, boss? What you trying to look at? Because like I said, I mean, the ones that's in the lead right now is Microsoft and Meta at this moment. Meta, I mean, it's trying to get back up towards that, look like towards that area 560, 596 up to 600 range. I mean, it's on its uptrend. I mean, it's still doing well, slowly creeping its way up. MSTR, I still think I did still doing this thing. Where's the MSTR? The only thing I'm waiting on MSTR is for that 395. 395 to see can we get that 395, because from 395 we have room to push our way back up to 400. So that's what I'm trying to see. Can that because I know right now you're falling back, definitely pulling back, so we haven't pushed our way back up towards the upside yet on that bad boy. Because you ran up to 395, got rejected, and pull your way right back on down. So SPY still trying to set itself up. Look like for that bull flag pattern still. Look like still trying to set itself up for that push. Was that 76? 76. Got 1 minute left on this candle. Let me see where we go. If I can I'll be back right underneath that price point. Yeah, cause SPY still look like it's still setting up. I mean, that bad boy look like it's still setting up. Let me see. What price point was this? What was that close? 76. If that close up, I can use that. Possibly use that price, that area. All right, let me see. I'm gonna try to get in. I'm gonna try to use 1. I'm gonna try to go in with 1. Let me see. Can we pull back to it? That was 76, right? So around 76. 76 level. Try to see can I utilize that price point. See if it's gonna pull back down to it. If it don't, I'm gonna have to cancel it. Let me see if it's gonna catch it real quick. I don't know if it's gonna pull. Let me see if it's gonna pull back down to it real fast. I don't think it's gonna catch. I don't think it's gonna catch mines. Cause it look like it want to squeeze. Ah, I think it's about to squeeze. I think it's about to miss my order. Let me see. Nope, it's squeezing. God dang it. Ah, I missed my order. It missed my order. It squeezed up. Shit. Shucks on me. Shoot, sorry. Ah. Tesla, let me see, boss. Yeah, I mean, MSTR, I'm not going to even worry about MSTR, because I think that we may fall back down based off of that chart pattern. Instead on MSTR, it may pull from back down from that 75 down to that, let me see. What areas was this on MSTR? What was that area it could pull back down to? I think 75, I think. If I'm not mistaken, from that 400 range. I think that's the area it could fall back down to. Man. And look at spiking. Mike, y'all see it? I tried to get in. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, man. Boss. Oh, man. Y'all, you saw me try to get in. I tried to get on that pullback. It didn't catch it. Oh, man. Yep, I already knew that. I knew when I was going to start to rip. Meta. Shit, and MSTR may rip itself. Like, say, get back above that price point. I'm going to keep that on watch, too, though. Let me see. Man, I tried to go for it. Yep, my Meta trying to push up toward that 596 to 600 range. Let me see. Man, it missed my freaking order. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. Okay, yeah, so Nate, if that can get back above that 600, that's going to put it back in its old range here. Let me see on how powerful that line, or how powerful that area is. Because it looked like from 600, you ran on up to 615, then back down to 600, that old range here. This old area here. So if they get back above 600, that, I mean, we could push up to 15 back in this old range. Can't believe that, man. Oh, my God. Oh, man, that's messed up. I tried to catch it, too. I tried to catch it before it started to break out. I tried to get on that pullback. I tried to get on the pullback, and it didn't come to my order. Look, dirty. That's cold-blooded. Oh, that's cold-blooded. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I tried to catch it. I really tried to catch it. You dirty broad. Yep, because like I said, Meta's still on that uptrend. Look at that. 595. Not too far from that 600 range. Not too far from 600. Not too far from that bad boy. Yeah, those two are the main ones. That's just not, I mean, they beasting right now. Microsoft, look at that. Microsoft not too far from still hitting that 440 range. MSTR still, let me see. Like I said, I'm still watching the price on that one. AMD, we'll see what AMD is doing. See, AMD is moving up. AMD. Alright, AMD look like it's trying to go for that $100 breakout. AMD is on an uptrend. Man, all these uptrends. AMD on an uptrend. Yep, on that bad boy. Man, I tried to catch it. Tariq, it caught. Man, it missed my freaking order, man. It missed my order. I mean, it would have been a quick scalp, but I mean, it missed it. Cause I know we still haven't got that 565 breakout yet. I mean, even up from these bottoms to that. I mean, it's still that bad boy missed my damn order. It definitely missed my order. I mean, Mike saw that. That bad boy didn't even catch it. Son of a bastard. Still got that 565 level though, guys. Still holding the barrier resistance. Keep that in mind. We still have yet to break above 565. Again, if you want to go for a put opportunity, as long as you stay underneath that 565, 69 level, still a put opportunity to pull back down. Just make sure you stay underneath that price point. But we do have somewhat, like I said, it does have this little, almost like a bull flag pattern setup, but that 565 ain't cracking right now. I mean, ain't breaking right now. AK-47, what's up, boss? Yep, for 280. Remember we talked about that on Tesla. Look. Let me show my master and my teacher that I think like him. Let me show him. Let me show him my range. Let me show him my range real quick that I think like him. So just what he put. Where is it at? 280. Bam. I'm trying to make my teacher proud of me, man. Trying to make my teacher proud. Yep, 280, baby. From 285, 280. Bam, bam, bam. So hope you're proud of me, boss. And can't just slide in here and I know, right? Yeah, he come in here give alerts. He don't say hi. He don't say nothing. Acting like a pimp in these streets. Just come in, got my money, and then leave out. You ain't no pimp. Nah, man, shout out to AK, man. That's my dude, man. That's my dude. Yeah, he just slid in here. Make my money. All right, got my money. All right, I'm out. Boy, that's some pimp-like behavior, boy, I swear. That's some pimp-like behavior, I swear. Nah, shout out to AK, though, man. Like, one of the ones that helped me, help shape my career, man. So, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Even though they missed my damn order, man. I had to get on my nerve with this crap. MSTR still ain't doing nothing? Nope, that bad boy still falling. Still ain't giving me what I want. I think that bad boy could fall down to that 375 range from what I'm looking at. I think MSTR could fall down to 375 possibly. And then maybe get a bounce. Let me see. What could, yeah, about 375-ish. Possibly around that area. Could fall, still pull back down. 375. So I'm trying to look where that strong support is on that bad boy for that possible bounce. So it looked like around 375.61. Look like where that support line could be. On that pullback. So I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled. That we can, we keep fading on MSTR. Where we at? MSTR. So right now we're where? 388. So it's still fading. So it look like we're still fading. Man, everybody all over the place, man. I'm hopping from one stock to the next. Everybody on something. Everybody on something. But y'all doing an amazing job, man. Y'all doing a great job, man. I tried to jump in. But that bad boy got me. I was like, you little son of a... I tried to do it. I tried to jump in. It just said nope. It said nope. Left me out in the streets. Like, all right. I see you. Cold-blooded, boy. Cold as ice. So keep in mind, guys, the area that we need to break is gonna be that 565 level. If we can get if we can get that 565 break, we have room to push up towards that 568 to 570 range. So keep that in mind. Indicators are still moving up. You still got your 9 EMA still slithering its way up towards the upside still. So it look like now that 9 EMA is coming out right towards that old area from yesterday, which is around 563.50. So right now we're in this little range, 563.50, 565. So right now we're in this little range, and while we're in this range, that 9 EMA is slowly trying to slither its way up, and you still got that bull flag pattern still look like it's trying to set up still. So you still got that setup that could possibly squeeze, possibly. If those buys come in strong, get that break above that 565 level, hold above that key level, then you do have room to push up towards that 570 range. There's that 570 price point. And it does have a bull flag like pattern. It would look like a pop, drop, pop situation when you get a two-legged pull-up. So it does give that off for that possible squeeze. I mean, that's the way it looked like it's setting up to do. Just being honest, it does look like it's setting up to do that. It does give off that bull flag. I mean, Nate, what you think, boss? And Mike, don't it give off like this bull flag pattern? Look like a two-legged pull-up, pop, drop, pop situation? Kind of give you like that upside down H pattern, where you can break through this bad boy and push this way, push that way. I mean, that's what it's giving off. That's definitely what it's giving off. I mean, tell me if I'm crazy, Nate and Mike. Does that not give off like a bull flag pattern though? Almost a bull flag pattern or upside down H pattern where it look like it can spike past that bad boy and push? Tell me if I'm crazy. I mean, that's my goats, man. I listen to like I said, my goats, I take their opinions because I love them guys to death. Tell me if I'm wrong, boss. Tell me if it doesn't look like somewhat of a bull flag pattern or upside down H. Oh, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded, T. All right. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. I see a bull flag. I see an upside down H that look like they can squeeze right past that bad boy up this way. I do see that setup. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, shout out to Nate. You got in on that Tesla again, didn't you? That 280? You got in on that 280, didn't you? You got in on 280. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Tariq, man. Like I said, y'all recover, man. All y'all do is wait on these setups, man. But I'm trying to get on these damn things because it keep... Oh, this thing driving me crazy, man. Because there y'all go. Upside down H. Possible two-legged pull up. So, oh, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. How dare y'all? How dare y'all call me crazy? How dare y'all? Oh, man. We all got to be a little crazy to do this. I mean, hey, y'all profited though. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. We just got to get that. We want to see that, especially with SPY. We want to see that counter hold above that price point of 565.69. You want to have that counter hold above that price point, because therefore you can turn support, or resistance to possible support, where we could continue to push up toward the upside. So that'll be a possible next second candle after this one, pushing on up. What we got left on this one? 3 minutes. So 3 minutes. Let me see, man. Yeah, they did. That bad boy caught me off guard. It caught me off guard trying to. Yeah, it definitely played me. It definitely played me. Definitely played the crap out of me. Missed my damn order. I'm still trying to go for another one. I'm waiting on this candle. I'm trying to wait for this next setup. Yeah, dirty boy caught me. Definitely caught me. I didn't even know she texted me. Crap. I didn't know the queen texted me. I'm still watching MSTR. Well, MSTR still haven't recovered yet? Nope, still haven't recovered. I'm still watching that one. SPY, still watching SPY still. Still watching that bad boy. I'm trying to see what time, well, what this one gonna close at, because it's spiking. God dang. God damn. It's just still spiking. It's like, man, I gotta keep switching my contracts. Cause I'm trying to get on these damn candles, these green candles. Cause if I can play off of this one, I can ride it. I can ride that bad boy up. Let me see what we're gonna close at on it. I was trying to catch this one, but damn, by the time I was setting up for the other one, it spiked already. So where's the price point on this one? 83? Let me see where's that close at. Open 83. Yeah, so it is 83. So let me see if I can try to catch this one. I'm gonna try to angle out. I'm gonna try to go snakeskin Randy. I'm gonna try to go snakeskin Randy. I'm gonna try to do it. I know it's gonna be a little tricky. Oh god, here we go. Wait, let me see. Are we back above that price point? All right, above 83. So I gotta at least put it around 83. At least around 83. Come on, we've got 30 seconds on this counter. Come on. 83. I see 83. Whew, all right, here we go. Oh, I was crazy though, right? Bull flag pattern, upside down ace pattern, but I'm crazy. I'm so crazy. You know what? Y'all know what? I ain't worried about y'all. But I'm the crazy one. I got y'all asses. I got y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. It's all good. Alright, what was that? 83? Let me see if it's gonna catch my order. Let me see if it's gonna pull back to it. Let me see. Catch it. Can it pull back to it? Oh, caught it. So I got one in. Let me see. So I got in it. Let me see. So I'm gonna add another one. So I got one. Ooh boy, it's gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be a roller coaster on this one. Jeez Louise. All right, let's see. Yep, crazy but making money, Doc. That's what it's about, boss. Gotta make that money. That's what it's about. Man, make that bread. I told him, looked like an H pattern, upside down H, looked like a bull flag pattern. They called me crazy though, boss. They called your boy crazy. They called me crazy. It's all good though. I love y'all, Mike and Nate Traedz and all y'all and Tariq. I love y'all. Even all y'all, call me crazy. It's all good. It's all good. Hurt my feelings. It's all good though. It's all good. Trying to add my other one. So getting a little pullback, down pullback. Trying to add another one. I'm trying to go in for. I'm trying to get some bottoms on the calls. Trying to catch the bottoms on the calls. I'm gonna keep it on watch, see where we go. Keep it on watch, see where we go, engineer. I'm gonna see. Cause that looked like another possible bull flag pattern that could be setting up on this one. So that's why I'm just watching. That's why I'm just analyzing, see where we go. Let me see. Cause that bad boy look like he's still trying to build up. Let me see. I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to catch these lows. Cause I wouldn't chase no tops. Hell no. All right, here we go. Let's see. See, I know I'm going snakeskin Randy. I know I'm going snakeskin Randy. Don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. Don't you dare judge me. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Another possible bull flag pattern. So let's see if we're gonna get it. Let's see, can we get it? Can we get that flip? It's a little risky. I know it's gonna be a little risky. I know the higher and higher we go, it's gonna get a little riskier and riskier. Let's see what we get. All right, here we go. Can we get this possible bull flag pattern up towards that 568, 570 level? So let's see. So I know I'm taking a little risk. So I'm keeping on watch. Let's see where we go. Keeping this on watch, guys. Keeping this on watch. Pulling back, still pulling back. Let's see. Let me see where we go, guys. Let me see. Because if I can add another one, I'm going to try to. What we got on Tesla? Tesla's still holding 280. What time we got on this candle? Oh, we still got some time for this close out. Still got time for this bad boy close. Oh man. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. I was trying to catch some low lows. Let me see what I can do. Still, oh, let me see what we at on we still got Meta still pushing up. That bad boy still pushing. What about what was the other Microsoft? What's Microsoft doing? What Microsoft doing? Microsoft 440. We still haven't got that 440 push yet on that one. Alright, let's see, guys. I'm just still watching this setup. Still watching this setup to see, what we're going to do around this level, to see if these buys going to step back in and try to reverse this play back up right above that 565 level. Because like I said, we can get that bull flag pattern set up and get that push. We have room to possibly push back up towards that 568 to 570 range. So look like it's trying to still set up for this bull flag pattern. Look like it's trying to still set up. Look like it's still trying to set up. Oh boy, my nerves. So I'm still trying to see where we go. Let me see. Trying to be patient. Let's see. Let's see where we go, guys. I'm gonna see. If it work out, it work out. If it don't, it don't. So I'm just still. I just went in with one. I went in with one. So I'm just still watching this level to see can we play off of this possible bull flag pattern setup. So I'm just keeping this on watch to see where we go from here. Trying to see where we go from here. It's gonna be a little bit of a battle. Right here. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth right at this level. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth right at this level. I already know. Let me see what these buyers and sellers gonna do. Still keeping on watch, guys. Let's see. Let me check out everything else though. What we looking like? I mean, Meta still, like I said, Meta still pushing his way up. Meta still pushing because now we at what, 596, trying to push up to that 600 range. I mean, that bad boy is still holding weight. Look like Meta. I mean, Meta's still doing his thing. Microsoft, we just gotta get that break above that 540 range. 540 on that one. What we got left? Oh yeah, and I forgot that candle just opened. I mean, we still got this little bull flag pattern. I just want to see what if those buys can get that push. Let's see. You said Meta boss. Meta. Let me see. Meta. Yeah. Right around that old area. That's that area where we got rejected at. That was the other. What? Let me see. How far did we go? No, we broke past that price point. Let me see. I remember seeing that before. That area. Let me see. Let me go back a little bit. Go back. Well, you have. I mean, the main area where those sellers came in aggressive was around 600. Right around 600. Right. Let me see. Let me keep this on watch. Let me go back a little bit, guys. Let me see. Yep, yeah, right around at 596, Nate. Yeah, I do see what you're talking about. Yeah, right around. If they can get that push or get that break, yeah, you got room to run. But I do see what you're saying was getting heavy. I do see it. I do see what you're talking about, though. I definitely see what you're talking about. Was getting a little heavy. Yep, now we're starting to pull back a little bit. Let me see. Because I'm trying to figure out how I want to handle my stop loss. Because I don't want to put it, I don't want to get knocked out if it pushes back up. So I'm just keeping on watch to see what we're about to do. Because I know we back underneath that 565 level. I know we back underneath that price point. I know we're back gonna need that one. I mean, if anything, I'll take a small, like, if it don't pan out, I mean, just take that small little, take a small little loss on it. The furthest I'll probably go is what, $30 loss on it. If it doesn't pan out, that's the furthest I'll let it go is 30. Then I can move my stop loss back up, because that's all I want to see what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna set it at 30. $30 stop loss. You know, if things don't work out, well, I can just reset. So y'all can see it right here, where I can reset myself. So I'll put my little stop loss where I give myself like a little $30 stop loss if it don't pan out. It came down to it, but it didn't touch it, so it didn't hit my stop loss. So it didn't hit it. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Alright, that's a good thing. Alright, so maybe I can move my stop loss up higher. So I'm going to just keep decreasing my... Wait, damn, what we at now? 62? 60? 70? 70? Alright, let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to set it. Crap, that's not what I want to do. Alright, there we go. So now I can move it up from $30 to $10 stop loss, in case we get that push back up. Alright, so I can move my stop loss back up. I just hope it don't hit it. Just hope it don't hit it. I don't want it to hit my stop loss, because I'm trying to move it back up. I'm trying to move my stop loss back up now. So I went from $30 stop loss to now $10 stop loss. So I'm gonna see if we're gonna push back up where I can try to utilize. Okay, we back up, because I want to slide it without getting taken out. Let me see if I can slide my stop loss in without getting taken out. Because I wanted to move back up to my entry. Don't take it out, don't take it out, don't take it out, don't take it out, don't take it out. Please don't take it out. Ah, I think it, don't do it. Ah, shoot. God dog it, it hit it. I was trying to move it up. Ah, damn it. So 10 hit my stop loss. I was trying to move it up, because I went from having a $30 stop loss to a $20 stop loss to a $10 stop loss. God dang it, it hit it. Shoot. So I hit my $10 stop loss. So I mean, I went from like I said, went from being down $30 to $20 to 10. I was trying to slowly move it up, and it pulled right back down and hit it. God dog it. So just a $10 stop loss, not bad. I mean, from $30 back to 10 ain't a bad stop loss to God dog it. It hit it as I was moving it up. God dog it, it hit it. It hit my stop loss. Shit. Yeah, so I mean, but I was down 30. I'm not gonna lie, engineer. I was down 30. Then it moved back up to 20. Then it moved up to 10. So I mean, I held it for a little minute, because I was trying to wait it out. But yeah, so I just took a $10 versus 30. I mean, I'll take that. Bump it. It is what it is. I'll take 10 out of 30. It is what it is on that setup. So I'll wait for the next one. I tried, man. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right at that. Yeah, we came right back underneath that 595. Ran up as high as 596, but got stuffed at 595, then pulled back. So yeah, $10 stop loss. I'll take that. $10 I can easily get back, because I was down 30. Not gonna lie. And as we started to move back up, it went back up to $20 stop loss, $20 loss. Then it moved up to $10 loss. That's when I moved it up and it hit it. It's like, God dang it. I mean, it moved. I got it in time, though. I got it in time. That was about as perfect as this. Perfect as I can get it, as far as my stop loss was, because that was a hell of a ride on that one. Because I can show y'all. Because I had got in a little early. So I got in. I was trying to catch like these candles down here. I was trying to catch that red one. Then the red one wound up dumping on off. Because I got in around, what, 83? Then I pulled back down as low as almost 53. And then we got it right back up to 73. And that's why I got out. So, I mean, I played that pretty well. I mean, I played that pretty well to say that I got in at 83 and it got right, and they got it back up to 73. So I played that pretty well on that one. So I controlled that one pretty well. Because it was worse. Because it was, like I said, I was down damn near 30. So to control that one was a hell of a control. Hell of a control. MSTR, what we had on this for? I'm still watching MSTR. Because like I said, I think MSTR can still fall down to that, what it was, that 375 range. I'm still watching that. I'm still watching SPY too. So I'm still watching that bad boy. I'm still watching this setup. I'm still watching this setup. So I mean, I just took a little small dollar stop. I just took a little $10 stop loss, engineer. So let me see what I can do. But the gotta keep in mind, engineer, you are back underneath that 565, so you gotta take that into consideration. We are back underneath that price point, 565. Especially if you close underneath that, that's gonna go back to resistance. So we gotta respect that level. So that means that can go back into resistance where we can start to possibly pull back down this way. So because the main thing that we wanted to do, engineer, was stay on top of that price point where we can go from that 565 level back up to 568 to 570. So I mean, it may set up later on. But as of now, you're back on it, so back underneath it at this moment. What time is Kennel close? In about a minute. So we got about a minute. So right now, at this time, we're underneath it. 565. That's gonna be resistance at this time. It's going back to resistance. It's going back as resistance right now because you are hitting some heavy levels. You are hitting some heavy resistance levels. So you gotta respect that right now. So that means you'll be gapping right underneath it. Going right back to resistance. So yeah, just be careful, Queen. Be careful. But like I said, later on, we could pull back. I mean, because you got to keep in mind, you know what to do on Fridays. You know the main thing to do on Fridays. What do they do? So as we pull back on a Friday, you know what buyers normally do. They'll hold a certain key level that puts can't crack. You remember because it'll due to those expiring contracts, they'll hold a certain key level that puts cannot crack, which they'll stall them out of their positions. And you remember time decay, and they'll start to lose value in their contracts. So as we pull back, let's watch an area that those buyers are going to refuse to let those sellers crack below, where it's just going to go kind of flatline, from 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock for that possible move back up. Because right now you're pulling back, but watch for a certain key level that the buyers refuse to let those sellers crack below. Oh, no wonder, man. I'm looking at a 30-minute time frame the whole damn time. I keep forgetting to change my dang time frame. I was wondering because I'm looking at 5:45. I'm like, why the candle's still moving up in the same candle? I'm looking at the wrong dang one. I'm on a 30-minute time frame instead of a 15. Man, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I mean, we're still underneath 565 still. So now you got a little bit of weakness because you got overextended, fell right back underneath that price point. So it could be starting a possible downtrend if they do not break above that price point. So we couldn't hold above it just yet. So that means that we could expect a little bit of a pullback to occur. A little bit of a pullback right underneath that 565 to occur. So like I said, I took a little $10 stop loss, so that's still not bad. I mean, it's to say that I controlled the shit out of that one. I mean, that was still a hell of a control. The only thing that sucked though, I used majority of my that cash account, so I'm like, now I got to deal with only the amount that I can trade with. That's the only thing that sucked now. So if I use a margin account, I have to do a swing trade on it. Because I keep forgetting about that. The damn cash, you got to wait for it to settle when you use it. I keep forgetting about that crap. Because the only amount I can use left is gonna be I have to play with a 570 570 plus contract. Well, that's gonna be a little bit, well, it's not too far to the money, but I don't know. Let me see how they look. What's the lows on these? Yeah, we can pull back. I mean, I could catch some lows still with the remaining amount that I have. Cause they limit me, so they limit me. Cause I was expecting that we was gonna possibly go for the squeeze, but we didn't hold. So I was like, "Well, take a little small loss, boom, wait for the pullback." So I'll be all right. What's up, Pasta? What's up, boss? I'm long on shares. Apple, where we at? MSTR. I'm still watching that MSTR. I'm still I've been locking in on MSTR. Still watching that price point. That 395. Like I still been locking in on that one. Let me see, Apple. Let's see. 100 shares long. What was the bottoms on these bad boys? Oh, okay. So you got in around 204. So you got around that 204ish level. You got in around what, 204, 203, somewhere in that bracket. These bottoms. Pasta, if I'm not mistaken. So you caught these bottoms. Yeah, you got a nice bounce. Yeah. Yeah, so it came down as low as 202. They got right back up. Okay, so yeah, 202. Okay, around 202. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, so you good right now? Cause you are what, 206 now from 202? So yeah, man, shout out to you, Pasta. Great job, boss. Yeah, hell of a job on that one. So I'm still watching these contracts. Let me see, because I can still use these other ones, but I had to move my contracts. Oh, man. So like I said, little 10-ish, but Cash got a freaking settle. So I want them to get on my freaking nerves. Like, ugh. Hate that crap. And I'm still got my eyes on MSTR. I'm still watching that like a hawk. I'm still watching that, so I'm going to watch that too. Because if I can hold it. Pasta, shout out to you, boss. I see you. Congratulations, man. Shout out to you.
G-Range says, hopefully this 567 put holds on spot.
67. With the main area, or with the main area, G-Range is going to be that 65. And I'm going to show you why. That's going to be your main area. So as long as you still need that 65, I mean, that's going to be, and right here, based off of this chart pattern, that's what majority of your sellers came in at. So if you go back a little bit on my chart here, boss, around that 65 range, right about, let me go to my different time frame, I mean to my different chart.
G-Range says,
yeah.
567 is my strike price.
Yeah, see right, okay.
G-Range says, got you.
Yeah, see right here, see where those sellers came in aggressive? That was around that 565, 69 level where we got that nice dump. So that's right here where we at. 565 level. So as long as they can hold that resistance, you do have room to pull your way back down. But from this point, we'll be in this range. So we'll be in this range as of now between 565 to 562. We'll be in the bottom portion of this range until we break above 565 to get that push up to 570 to 577, where we hit these tops. So if you go back a little bit, G range, you can see the channel that we were in. 552, 565, 577. And then once we got rejected, then we came back underneath 565, back down to 562, then we dumped on off. So at this time right now, if we don't get that breakout above that price point, then we'll just remain in this range between 565 back down to 552. So because you got to keep in mind, we broke out of 552 the other day. So you got to keep in mind, there's no longer resistance, not a support. So if we can't get that breakout today at 565, you do have room to fall back down toward that 552. So that'll keep you in the bottom portion of this range here until we get that breakout. So, but yeah, I see what you're talking about. But yeah, you got a good entry. So like I said, as long as you stay underneath that 565, you do have room to possibly pull back down again. Just stay underneath that price point, you're good. Stay underneath right where my red line is at. Stay underneath that. You have room to pull your way back down this way. Tesla went up, engineer. Let me check it out. Let me see. So Tesla went up 85. Yep, Yep, got it back above 85. That range that me and Mike were talking about, me and JTraedz were talking about. So right now, as far as Tesla, you done rebounded up that 280. Back above 285 with room to possibly push up toward that 290. So that's your $10 range on Tesla. 280, 290. So that's still, yeah. So you're still looking good on Tesla. So yeah, and then that bad boy starting to spike. Tesla's starting to go a little rapid right now. Let's see. Yeah, so Tesla's starting to get a little rapid. So from that 285 level, look like buyers starting to step in for that possible push. So right now you're looking good on Tesla. Yeah, look like you got room to push back up toward those highs. SPY just kind of did me dirty, so I had to take a little small, and I'm still thinking long side it still, but I'm going to keep it on watch. Still got my eyes on SMTR. It look like that bad boy moving. I still have my eyes peeled around that 395. 395 level. So I'm still keeping that on watch. Let me see how it's looking though. MSTR. Did we start moving our way back up on that bad boy? MSTR. I mean, slowly starting to move back up. I'm still got my eyes on that. I still got my eyes peeled on that one. Yeah, if I go for a swing trade and hold it, with room to run back up toward that 400 range, watch me. Think I'm lying? I promise you I'll do it. I've been watching that since the other day, since yesterday. So right now we're in a downtrend setup on that bad boy? On MSTR? Yep. We're on a downtrend. So we can break out of that bad boy, get it back above that 395. That'll break us out of that downtrend range where we could continue the uptrend range going into next week. We can run our way back up to 400 to So I do see that opportunity still. So if I can swing that bad boy, I'll definitely go for it. But I'm gonna see if we can if we're gonna get above 395. So I'm definitely gonna keep that on watch. So I'm definitely keep that on watch. Like I said, G range. You wanna put, like I said, just make sure you stay underneath that 565 for that possible pullback down towards that 560, 563.50, back down toward that old pre-market area around 561, where we just start to create that downtrend setup. But yeah, so keep this price point on watch to make sure you stay underneath it. Ooh, MSTR, hold up. Engineer, I'm still watching MSTR, engineer. I'm still watching that one. So let me see. Look at my MSTR contract. Let me see how that bad boy looking. But I'm gonna have to switch over to my margin account. That's the only way I can use all of my funds. So I'm gonna have to switch over to a margin account and go for
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, right here, boss. So yeah, watch that. How we kind of getting the upper shadow right at that price point. Stay underneath that price point. And with another thing, what we want to crack and give up, we want to give up that 9 EMA. Because see, as long as you stay on top of that 9 EMA, that 9 EMA act as a support line. So every time you pull back to that blue trend line, that blue indicator, you bounce back up. You pull down to that blue indicator, you bounce back on up. So as long as you stay above that blue indicator, it holds up as support, and it sometimes creates an indicator squeeze. So what needs to happen is we need to see a nice strong rejection where we can fall back underneath that 9 EMA and that VWAP. So we're no longer those bonds are no longer used there for support. Well, now they can utilize it for resistance, because you got to keep in mind your VWAP is right here, your 9 EMA is right here. So just keep that on watch. So what we need to see is we need to see an aggressive pullback underneath those bad boys back down this way. So watch, keep this on watch though, boss. Keep that on watch. You have to keep it on watch, see where we go. Because right now you're back to testing at 565, and again you got those indicators working right along with it. You got that 9 EMA still trying to hold. So MSTR. So what I'm trying to do is, let me see. I'm gonna have to pick a different. I'm gonna have to go with next week's contract though. Shit. I know it's gonna probably be a little bit out of the money though. So let me see what contracts. God dang. God, they're a little expensive. I ain't gonna lie to you, lie. Good lord. Oh lord. So let me see. Man, them MSTR contracts are expensive. Goodness gracious. Cause they know, I mean, that's way out of the money for me on what I have. It's like, geez, Louise. Man, I want to get into it. That's the thing about it. I want to trade this bad boy. If I go for the put side, it's cheaper. Cause the put side, like I said, it looked like we have room to fall down to 575. And what was that other price point down to 545? 540. Let me see something. I'm gonna figure out MST or how I want to trade that one, if I want to hold it. So I'm gonna take a look at that one. I'm gonna definitely take a look at that one, MSTR, real quick to see how to go about this one. Cause I can get, cause you do have room to fall back down from that 400 range if we get a hard pullback. Cause you have room to pull back down. So I'm gonna definitely keep that on watch. So I'm gonna watch that, cause I'm gonna watch MSTR. Yeah, I got May 9th. Yeah, I got May 9th, engineer. So, cause I can see it from both standpoints. Like I said, underneath that 400 range, you do have room to fall back down to that 375. If we do crack that 375, you do have room to fall back down to the 345. So I see it from that aspect, cause you would have to break above 400 in order for us to, see the upsides of 420, 430, and so forth. Because the only thing that stops you is that 400 range. So every time you run up to 400, you come right back down. So I can see it from a put standpoint, from 400 back down to 375, back down to this old level. From that level, I do see the bottoms back down towards 345. So that's why I'm just trying to figure out which route I want to take on this bad boy real quick. Because I want to see. Because, I mean, it's more cheap on the put side than the call side right now. Because the call side didn't got expensive and out of my range for sure. What was that, MSTR? 395. And it just went, my alert just went off. 395. My alert just went off on that bad boy. It just went off. And we were just talking about it. MSTR, we just talking about it. Because if I can nail those tops, and we don't, again, for that pull. But matter of fact, what is the RSI on that? I didn't even look at that. What is the RSI on that bad boy? That's one thing I didn't look at, just to see. MSTR. Ooh. Engineer, look at your RSI on MSTR. Look at for a put, but look at the RSI. Look at the RSI, engineer. So you just showing overbought. So, So I would let it push up. I mean, that's the case. You know, get overbought. I'll let it push back up towards the upside if that's the case. Then I just have to switch my money over to my margin, though. Let me see. Cause I didn't realize. I just looked at the RSI to see how that looked. So I mean, it does have room to still push, but you still got that 400. I mean, that 400 area still in the way. So I'm keeping on watch. So I'm gonna definitely see. So I'm gonna try to see what type of swing trade I want to go for over the weekend. I'm gonna definitely see what type of swing trade I want to go for. Cause MSTR is overbought. I mean, it's overbought. That bad boy is overbought right now. And that 400 is a strong resistance. So, I mean, yeah, you're gonna move up to. I mean, right now, yeah, it's bullish, but you're gonna run up into some resistance in due time. Like with SPY, if it was to get that break above that 565, we know those levels gonna be around 570, 577. So we know it has room to push up to those areas, but we know where resistance is gonna lie at. Same thing with MSTR. MSTR, you get that push right back above 400, 403. You can see right where the resistance are located at. You can definitely see that. So if you get a push, say for instance, engineer, you get a push up back up towards that 403. You do have room to come back down to what area right here, 395. So you go up, you got room to come right back down to this area, especially if you don't get that breakout. You know, that remains resistance. Could that be somewhat of a double top? So, man, I can't believe it. SPY did me dirty on that one. SPY did me so dirty on my did me dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna save that in my watch list. I'm gonna save MSTR on my watch list. The only thing is I have to go a little bit further out of the money though. That's the only thing about that. So I'm gonna save 2 different strike prices. So as we push on up, it should start to decrease those contracts. Yep, so there go MSTR. I couldn't get into it because it was just too expensive. I couldn't catch it. But I was watching that 395 level. I definitely had my eyes peeled on 395. I couldn't hop in it. Like way out of the freaking money. The only closest areas I see is like, man, it has to. If I was to get into it, I'll have to get like. Let me see, what is this one dated for? Yeah, for the 9th. So I'll have to. Let me see if I can try something. Well, no, I can't. Because, I mean, zero day trades on the damn margin account. I can't use that till after the market close. I mean, I could use it for a swing trade, but I can't use it right now. It's the only thing that suck. So I would have to literally wait for this bad boy to push. I would have to literally wait. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what right now, engineer? As long as you hold that 395, you have room to push your way up toward that 400 range. You do have room because you got a U-shaped pattern going on. So you got a good opportunity. Like I said, you got room to push up toward that 400 range. And then from that 400 range, you got those tops right around that 403. Around 403, you have those levels. So as it's doing this, I'm going to try to... what's up, J-Dub? So what I can possibly do, or try to do, as you know, as it's setting up and pushing, I'm going to have to move my my money around a little bit because I'm going to have to use my margin account. And because you know with the cash account, you got to wait for it to settle, so I ain't got time for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my margin account. Because I'm going to try to see if I can go for a possible swing trade. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to have to, like I said, just play it smart. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it over. Alright, let's see. So let me switch mine over real quick. Alright. from cash to margin. Alright, switch this bad boy over. Cool. So I have my margin account available to... Yeah, so I'm going to watch to see, how far we push. Because as it pushes on up, engineer, on MSTR, so especially around that 400, 403 level, I can still utilize that for a possible put opportunity back down where I can hold it, going into, next week. So as that goes up, that means that your contract's going to start to shift. The price is going to start to shift. So that means some of them going to start to get cheaper and cheaper. So that's going to make it better for me. So I'm about to switch my money over to my margin account. Because if we do get that push, I can utilize that to the best of my ability. So I switched it over to my margin. Because my day trade's not going to start over till Monday. So I'm going to switch over. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on these contracts on MSTR. So I'm going to keep that on watch too. So we have to get that squeeze. See, right now we're still fighting that 395 level. Because I want to, if I'm going to go for a swing trade, I want that bad boy to push right back up towards those highs. That's what I want. I want that bad boy to push back up towards those highs. Because I'm trying to look at these levels. Because, that May 9th contracts, them bad boys is talking about off the Richter scale with that crap. Like, jeez Louise. So that's why I have to wait for those contracts to cheapen up a little bit, which is why I need that spike to happen, because that means that those contracts are going to be becoming cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. I'm going to need those price ranges to move. Now, from SPY's standpoint, like I said, at 65 level, that could be a possible, swinging opportunity. Like I said, as long as you stay underneath that 565 range. But if you get that push, you got to keep in mind you got 570 up to that 577 range. So that's what I'm gonna do, though, engineer. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch both. I'm gonna watch SPY and I'm gonna watch MSTR to see which one I want to go with. Cause now, due to the fact is I had to use my cash count and gotta wait for the money to settle. Not using my margin, I'm gonna have to wait for a possible swing trading opportunity now. So I'm gonna keep them both on watch, cause that's the only thing I have left right now. It's, swing trading. So I'm gonna have to watch. If I was to go for a put, I'm gonna have to watch those tops. See, I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on those tops. So why it's doing that? I'm gonna go to my SPY contracts for next week too. I'm gonna see how these bad boys gonna set up. Let me see what I can utilize. Let's see what I can utilize. Cause I already know the ninth gonna be. Price gonna be out of this world. Let me see. And it's way out of the money too, on that, even on the put side. For what I want to get in that. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to watch it. I'm gonna have to wait for it to adjust real quick, engineer. Yep, Meta Whammy. He said, give me 600. He said, new high. Let me see. We broke it? Meta? So we got that 600 push? Where we at? What my old choice? Oh, here we go. We about $2 away, right? Oh yeah, we are not too far from it. Yep, we're not too far from that bad boy. Oh, I'm using a 180 chart. The hell am I using 180? There we go. So we still squeezing. Still squeezing towards that 600 range. Yeah, that bad boy is still squeezing. Let me see. Yep, right there towards that 600 range. 600 range. Not too far from that bad boy. SPY still kind of holding up right on top of that 565, but we already know what the buyers are possibly trying to do. Because as we get closer and closer towards lunch hours, you already know how that rolls. They're trying to stall them out, stall those puts out, because they're trying to go for that next leg up. So we already know what Carl's trying to do. You already know what Carl's trying to do. You already know the routine of that. So they're going to try to hold some type of floor, because you got to keep in mind, especially with a lot of traders' contracts expiring today, especially a lot of puts, if they can hold a certain key level, prevent them from pulling back, it's going to stall them out of their contracts. time decay is going to kick in, and they'll possibly may go for a possible squeeze later on during the line. So, because right now it's only, what, 11 o'clock? So, yeah, right now it's 11. So that's probably what they're trying to do. They're probably trying to stall those puts, trying to prevent those pullbacks from happening, trying to hold a certain key level for that possible squeeze up towards the upside. So it looks like that's what they're trying to do. That's what it looked like they're trying to do. But keep it on watch, bro. See how they keep playing around that 565 level, G range? See what I was talking about? Watch that level, boss. Because it's going to be a lot of back and forth. You know, buyers trying to hold on top of that price point. Sellers are trying to stay underneath that price point. So that's why it's going to be a back and forth battle right around here. But right now, I mean, everything else is still holding up right. I mean, your 9MA is holding up. VWAP is still holding up. I mean, buyers still have an opportunity to still try to go for a push. You know, as long as they stay on top of, again, if they can stay on top of that 565 level, they got room to still possibly push up toward the upside. But I know G-Range is shorting it. Like I'm telling him, we want to stay underneath that price point. So, again, that's why you're going to have a lot of back and forth. So, again, stay underneath that price point for him on the short side. There we go, guys, with Meta. 600. 600 on Meta. There you go. Bam. 600. Shout out to AKL calling that one, too. Right at 600 on that bad boy. Man, because everything was rocking and rolling today. Tesla, we just got a whole 285 for the possible push up to 290. Shoot, what else we had? What else was we looking at? Microsoft, right? Yeah, Microsoft was looking at. So Microsoft was there. So another one we looked at. What price point was that at again? Oh, yeah. That old range here. Okay, so we did run all the way up towards that 440. Back down towards that 430, 432-ish range. Back down here. But it's still building up somewhat of an uptrend, though. I mean, this bad boy is still building up an uptrend. Because as long as they can hold that 234.50, I mean, you can still U-shape your way back up towards the upside. Again, and continue the uptrend going into next week. I mean, that's still a possibility as long as they can stay above that price point. I mean, they can continue the uptrend going into next week as long as they can hold these key areas. So, let's see. So, for Microsoft, in order for them to start up that uptrend, something like this, so they're going to need to stay within that range going into next week. So that's definitely going to need to hold that level. SPY still fighting around at 565. Like I said, G-Range, make sure you stay underneath that price point, boss. They're going to have to come in aggressive. They're going to have to come in aggressive. Because again, the reason why they're going to need to come in aggressive, G-Range, again, they're going to have to take out that 9MA, so they'll no longer be support, and they're going to have to take out that VWAP. That's why they need to come in aggressive. That's why they need to come in mad aggressive on those price points. Tesla, like I said, well, where we at? Meta still 600. Yeah, right now 600, boss. We right at 600. We right there. We right at what? How high did we hit? We was up by 20 cents. 599.81. Damn near up by 20 cents. So we're not too far from it. That bad boy's still pushing. I mean, it's still pushing. And then once if we can break out and get back above 608, this was the old range we were in before at 600. That was in March. So 600 held. Then we got above that 605 range, and then pushed our way up to 615. Then you came back down to 605, back down to 600. So that was the old range here. So if they get above 600. I mean, you still have room. Look at the upside potential. If they can get above that 600 range, that'll put them back in that old channel. So once they break above that price point, I mean, they got a lot of space and opportunity. A lot of space and opportunity, boss. Just gotta get that break. Let's see. Let me say it. Tariq said, could push here. I had to be safe and trim all principles and just hold gains to reduce risk. To minimum. That way, no heartache. I still see 567 plus on SPY, but have to reduce risk and be patient. Yeah, and I agree, boss. Because like I said, everything is still holding up, Tariq. Like I said, because you're still above the 9MA. You're still above the VWAP. It's just this key level here that when you're going back and forth for, because your sellers are trying to stay underneath that price point and your buyers are trying to stay on top of it, and that's due to the past. Because if you think about it, if we go back to that 180 chart, where did those bears come in aggressive at? Around that 565. Remember, that's where we had that flush on down when we pulled all the way back down to 552, all the way back down to the 540s and so forth, because that is that key area where those bears came in major aggressive, and that's at 565, 69 level. Now, if those buyers can take that position away from those bears, they can utilize that price point because there'll be no longer resistance, now support, where they can now catapult their way back up to the 567, 68s, back up to the 570 range, where we can push our way back that way. So I agree with you 110%, boss. 110%. I mean, buyers still have the opportunity as long as you stay above that VWAP, because you have these to assist you. You got the open, you got the 9MA, you have the again the VWAP to hold you. So those buyers just have to come in and push. If they don't, it's going to get more aggressive at this level. If they don't come in and push, it's going to get more and more aggressive on the selling side, because they see that opportunity that those buyers can't break, and especially if you start to close those candles underneath that price point, because you got a minute. Because right now you got a minute before this candle closes. So the goal is for those buyers, they need to close back on top of the price point. See how they keep trying to push that body of that candle back on top of it? So if they can close on top, it's possibly turn into resistance. However, you close back underneath that price point, then you're still gonna have you're gonna have a little bit of trouble still. We got about 30 seconds before that candle closes out. Meta still watching that 600 range. Microsoft 440, need to get back above that price point. SPY for longs, you need to get back on top of that 560, 565 level. Look like they're trying to right here. They're trying to get that push. Got about 5 seconds. In a matter of 4, 3, 2, 1. Gap down underneath it. So you see how you gap down right underneath that price point, Tariq? So you gap down underneath it, right underneath that price point. So instead of gapping up, you gap down. So that may be a little bit of an issue. So the buyers gonna have to push. They're gonna have to push aggressive, because that, you see, you gap down instead of gapped up. So that's going to be the only issue, that you gap down instead of gapped up. So let's see. That's going to be the only issue at this point. See that? See how aggressive it's getting? See how that volume starting to kick in right underneath that gap down, Tariq? You saw that? So I started to get aggressive by those sellers. Ray, Ace the Kid, what up, boss? Zero.
Stream with
man, we get some love to my guy, man. Here you go, coming through again. One of the GOATs, one of the greatest to ever do it.
Blessings from the
Man, blessed to you too, man. And I see you at the whatchamacallit? I see you on Wall Street. Man, congratulations on that, man. I gave you some love on your Twitter, man. And I could be more proud of you, boss. Could be more proud of you. So, man, thank you for everything that you do for me, that you do for the team. And, man, I wish you much success and blessings, boss. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me, man. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Ace the Kid, man. Let me give him some love real quick. Shout out to my guy. That's my brother from another mother off top. So shout out to Ace the Kid. And shout out for the raid. Where's my raid button? There we go. Shout out to you, boss. Shout out to my guy, man. One of the GOATs, man. One of the greatest to ever do it, man. Always love, man. He always coming showing love. Man, love you too, boss, man. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. So right now, Ace, the only thing that I told him to keep on watch that can play a major importance is that NSR. Thanks so much for the follow, boss.
Following on Twitch.
Man, what's up, bro? Shout out to you, man. Thanks so much for coming through. Like I was telling everybody, Ace, I was telling, especially on SPY traders, we want to stay on top of that 565 range. Now, the reason why we want to stay on top of that 565 level, oh man, just my guy, man. Ace, oh man, I love him to death. That is my guy, man. Love him 110%. So right there, keep it on watch. So this is the reason why we want to stay on top of that price point. Because again, if we go back in the past real quick, guys. Let me use my old chart. I apologize. Let me go back to the old one. Alright, so y'all see the old range that we were in? See the old range? So like I stated, from that 552, you ran up to that 565, up to that 577, and you came right back down. But notice the range that we were in. Yeah, so the main... Yeah, boss. So the thing is, if we could get that break above that 565, you do have room to push back up to these highs here. Okay, and as I was telling people, Ace, and I don't know, again, it's up. I'm gonna take your opinion on this. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. As I was telling people, they have to understand that we already came from out of a bearish rally, right? We went on a downtrend in which we fell out of this channel. And you know how channels can act like magnets. You leave from a channel, you return back to a channel. So as I stated, I said once we fell out of that channel the first time, that all they did was create a rotation underneath the channel. I said now what they could be setting up now is setting up a rotation above the channel. So instead of getting a rotation underneath, which you already have done, now we may be setting up a rotation for the movement on top. Because you look right across the board.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yeah.
Agreed, my man.
Yeah, because if you look right across the board, none of those candles successfully broke above that 577 level. You got an upper shadow, you have a wick, but you had none of the bodies of the candle cross that level. So in other words, that strong resistance in due time can turn into strong support, where we'll get that crack out of that channel, out of that range, where we'll go from that 577 back into this range up towards that 600 to 610 levels, go back and up to these tops. So we'll find a way to break out the channel instead of cracking the channel. So instead of doing this, we'll do this. And again, Ace the Kid, one of the ghosts, he agreed with me right here. So again, keep in mind, we fell out of the channel towards the downside. Now we're back in that channel, maybe setting up to rotate towards the upside. And keep in mind that you are still on an uptrend setup. So we already got the lower rotation. Now we're maybe setting up for the upper rotation. Like I said, look across the board. No candles have successfully gotten above 577 since what? March, early March. Think about it, guys. Going from a downtrend setup to now an uptrend setup. So the market has transitioned.
Yup, it's decision time now.
Yep.
Consolidate and go lower again, or consolidate and break back out.
Yeah, and like I said, it's space and opportunities again. And the reason why I told everybody, Ace, to watch out for that 565 level, because again, based off the past, once we got rejected at that 577, got that bounce down to 552, back up to 565, that's the area where your bears came in aggressive. Where you seen the red, green and red move, and you got that flush back on down. Now we got this. Now we back up to that same key area. So I told them this area is going to be a very important area. And now from this standpoint, it's like a pivot point. Above that pivot point, you have room to move up towards the upside. Below that pivot point, you have room to come back down toward the downside. So in other words, if buyers can take that position away from the bears, then yes, you'll have room to go from the 565 level back up to the 270 to 270 range, back up to these tops. However, if they cannot break out, then that'll keep you in the lower range between 565 back down to 552. Now, why is 552 so important? Because that's the old support line that we had back in the past. We came down, 552 bounce, right back on up. Came on down, 552 bounce, right back on up. Once we cracked underneath it, old support at one point turned into resistance. Because as you ran back up to 552, you came back on down. 552, you came back on down until you broke back above 552, turning resistance now back into support, which is now putting you in a range of 565, the level that we're testing now, and 562 support line. So that's why I was telling people to be on lookout at these levels. Again, this pivot point above that 565, you have room to run up. Below that 565, you have room to come right back down into this downward range until we can get our way back up to breaking above that price point. So that's why I've been telling them on how important that level is at this time. So that's why we've been watching this level right here, 565. That's why there's a lot of back and forth, because you have buyers trying to stay on top of it. You have sellers trying to take it out based off of the past, because that's where they have the strongest area. What's up, CR? Man, long time no see, boss. So far, so good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I took a little small $10 loss earlier because I did get in. I was anticipating it was going to get that push back up. Then we wound up putting back on down. So I took a little loss. You know, I broke even to be smart about it, waiting for the next opportunity. Because instead of bag holding and being stupid. Oh, JTraedz. All right, boss. Man, have a blessed one and congratulations on your profits, Nate. And thank you so much for everything that you do. So shout out to JTraedz, man. Thank you so much, boss. Stay blessed and stay safe. But yeah, so CR. So I took a small loss here because I was trying to go for the move up, which we came right back on down. So I took a little small when I said, okay, I'm gonna reset myself for the next trading opportunity. So, and the reason why I got out was because we didn't hold above that 565 level. So that was my risk level here. So we did get a push, but then we came right back underneath that 565. And you can see right here, all you're doing is going back and forth around that price point, kind of like a magnet, because you got buyers trying to get on top of it while you have sellers trying to hold underneath it. So that's going to be a battle. And as you can see, look how aggressive and look how perfect that body of that candle was forming right underneath that price point that I called out, 565.69. you can see right where the body of the candle is perfectly getting rejected at 565.69 level. So as long as you stay underneath that level, that belongs to the bears. You get back on top of that level, then it go back to the bulls, because you'll be turning old resistance into possible support. So that's why that area is going to be so important. But as of now, you can see on how important it is to those sellers, because those sellers are trying to keep those buyers away from what price point? 565.69, where you have room to pull right back on down. So therefore, that level has yet to be broken. So far, again, just keep that on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. So we've been going through Microsoft. We've been going through Meta. Meta, we was watching out for that 600 range, which we haven't got the breakout yet on that. We ran up to 600, got rejected, came back down. Microsoft was 440. Tesla, we're in the $10 range on that bad boy from 280, 290. You can clearly see that right here, because Tesla, Ace, I don't know if you knew that. CR, I don't know if you knew that. Tesla like to move by $5 increments. I don't know if you ever knew that. So if you notice, it damn near moves around perfectly around those areas. If you notice that, 280, 285, 290. So if you notice it move by, but you notice it move by $5 increments. Yeah, if you notice that, look, CR, look. I mean, even though we got some little, dips below, but look at where the majority of support comes in at.
We'll look out for it.
Yeah, and yeah. So what you do is you take that range, and like say if it's okay, you break above 290. All you do is take the range and move it up.
That 280 hold, I see it.
Yeah. So every time we get around 280, you get a reaction. Every time you get around 290, you get a reaction. Every time you're around 285, you get a reaction. So, but if you notice, it's $5 increments. So normally on Tesla like to move by $2 increments. What else? Apple sometimes move by $2 increments. Microsoft and them like to move by $2 increments. So once you start to understand the personality of these stocks, then you start to work it out a little bit better. So with Tesla, you're in the $10 range, right? You're in 290, 285. 280, 285, 290. And if y'all notice, look how they react off of those main price points. Look at that. When you're above 285, you run up to what? 290. When you're below 285, you move back down to what? 280. So you either go $5 up, $5 down. Now, if we were to get that breakout above 290, all we do is to take that channel and move it up. So you go from 290 bottoms, 295 to 300. So that's all you do. Now, if you crack, you just move the channel back down. You'll take 280 tops, 275 mid, 270 bottoms. All you do is just shift the channel depending on the direction that we go. We get back above 290, that means 290 is a floor. So 290, mid area, 295, tops, 300. Again, bottoms, if we crack 280, 280 becomes a ceiling. So 280, mid area, 275, down to what? 270. So if y'all notice that, think about it. Look right here. CR. You had above what price point? You had above 290. You ran up to what? 295. Came right back on down. Got above 290. Ran up to 295. Came right back on down. So if y'all noticed that, even on the downside, you cracked 280 down to 275, down to 270. Get a bounce right back on up. You notice that? You notice it moved by $5 increments. So even on the downside, 280, 275, 270. Recover 270. Back above 275. Back above 280. It's $5. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy how to know, because it took me a while to understand that. And as I told you guys on SPY, 565, 69 level, gonna be strong resistance. Remember, we go back on my 180 chart. I told you keep your eyes peeled on that. So G range right now, boss, as far as your puts, is looking good. So remember, that area is gonna play a major importance on SPY. Go back a little bit. Go back. Let me set it up for my 10. Where we at? Right here. Go back. So keep in mind on how important that level is going to be. Again, for buyers, we got to break above that price point in order to move towards that 570, 577. Below that price point, you got to keep in mind, look what happened in the past. You ran up towards that area, you got a little upper wick, but look where the bodies of the candles got flushed at. 565, 69, and you got that nice pull back on down. Same area where we at right now, 565, 669. Again, if you want to see more upside, we got to break that price point.
Great notice with TSLA, my man.
Man, no problem at all. But it took me a while to understand that. Like, at first, I didn't pay attention to that. I just kind of started noticing, because once I started to put a range together, like a support line and a resistance line, boss, it started to make sense. Because I was like, it always reacts once it gets around like a $5 price point. You know, like once it gets around like $2.90, it reacts. It gets around $2.85, it reacts. It gets around $2.80, it reacts. And then again, if we break above those price points, above $2.95, it reacts. $300, it reacts. So it's like, as I stated, Tesla likes to move by $5 increments. The majority of them like to move. It's kind of like about $2 increments. Because if I go back, let me see. Let me go back to it real quick. But as of now, guys, keep your eyes peeled. 565, 69 level. Again, resistance until we break above that price point. So if we can't break, keep in mind the range that we could possibly be in. 265, 69 tops. 252 bottoms. Remember, look at the range here back in the day. Came down to what? 252 bottoms. Held. Ran up to what? 265 tops. Came right back down. So keep in mind the range that we're in. But instead of pulling back, we may be setting up for a possible pullback bounce because we are on an uptrend. As me and A stated, the market has went from a downtrend setup to now an uptrend setup. Notice the candle changes. You went from majority of red, which is majority of sellers, now to majority of buyers. Y'all notice the candle transition? So when you were on a downtrend setup, you had more reds, more sellers than buyers. Now that you're on an uptrend position, now you have more buyers than you have sellers. So look at the transition. Downtrend to an uptrend. So notice the potential and the opportunities you have now on the upside now that we back in the bullish rally. So keep that in mind. So let me go back and show NR and the rest of them guys. And where did we get rejected at? CR, NR, where did we get rejected at? Where those bears are coming in aggressive? They're 565.96, right? 69, I mean. Look how perfectly that body of that candle got stuffed underneath that price point where my line is at. Did I not call it, boss? 565.69. I try to tell him, boss. Gotta take those price points into consideration. I try to tell him, boss.
CR447 says, SPY doesn't like 69.
I want to laugh at that so bad. I really want to laugh at that. I want to crack a joke on that so bad, but I'm just like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, CR. I'm here, so y'all ready? I'm gonna leave it alone, boss. I'm gonna leave it alone. I gotta be professional. Alright, but let me go back to the other one. So normally NVIDIA, let me see, NVIDIA normally moves by twos. So if you notice that, NVIDIA normally moves by twos. Let me go back to the old channel that we in. Let me see. So if y'all notice, where did we bounce? Now, CR, NSR, pay close attention on NVIDIA. NVIDIA like to go by even numbers, like to go by twos. So if y'all notice that, we caught a little dip towards what? 110. Then got back on butt 112, right? Even numbers, twos. Once you got back above 112, then you got back around what? 114, even numbers, twos. So if y'all notice that with NVIDIA, goes by even numbers. So look at that. Look right here. We ran up to what price point? 112, right? Even number. Then we ran up to what price point here? 110, right? So you notice it racked by even numbers too. So that racked by even numbers. Tesla likes to act by, it goes off of $5 increments. So like I said, once you start to understand these bad boys, you kind of get a better understanding on how it moves, where it could move to, in a way. So it's like, if you go by twos, look at this right here. 106, 108, 110, 112, rejection. Then you go back down to 106, 108, 110, rejection. Then you came back again, 106, broke above 108, ran up to 114, rejection. But if y'all notice, there's all even numbers. Y'all notice that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, whatever. Y'all notice that too on NVIDIA? So once I started to get the hang of that, I was like, oh, okay, now I understand how they work. So it made sense. So NVIDIA likes to move by even numbers. Apple likes to move by even numbers. Tesla moves by fives. SPY sometimes move by twos in a sense. So I mean, once I start to get the hang of that, I was like, okay. But right now, as of now, guys, watch that 565.
Can you go through AAP?
Yeah. I got you, boss. Yeah. I go through it. Apple. Yeah, I got you. Right away, boss. Right away. I got you on that one. No problem at all. We were just talking about Apple not too long ago. Let me see. Apple. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all a trick too. Because I know y'all. Well, CR has been on my channel. It's a certain pattern that I call out. That okay. Whenever you have a bearish signal in SR, it makes an alphabet, and they already know what I'm about to say. It makes an H pattern. So that's kind of like a bearish signal. What I mean by an H pattern, this is what you get. Normally when you see something like that, and like you see a good sell-off, this is what you get. This is the alphabet you get, right? So you'll get an H, so you get a sell-off, and then you come up, you get that hump, and what letter does that make? What letter does that make, boss? Don't it make it like a lowercase h? That gives you a bear. That's kind of like a bear signal. Because even looking at that, you match these together at the same time, gives you what? Downtrend. So you notice that? Yeah. So when on the upside, you'll normally spike, and you'll have an upside down H that do this. So it does the opposite on the bullish side. Bearish side, you get a normal H pattern back on down again, which creates a downtrend setup. Same thing on here on the upside. You'll have an uptrend setup that does the same exact thing. You can look at it from an upside down H or even a bull flag pattern, however you choose to do it. But yeah, looking at that, yeah, that definitely has an H pattern. You can clearly see you got that clear sell off, ran back up into resistance right around 208, and then you got that pull right back on down. So yeah, you clearly see that right at 208 level. So let's see how far.
NSR911AFC says, "Cool, bro. I need this kind of mindset."
Yeah, I mean, certain things. Like even whether it's a stock, spot, whatever the case may be, they'll make like certain patterns or certain letters that people don't even notice. Like, for example, on the upside, I'm gonna call out all the ones on the upside. So whenever you're going on the bullish standpoint, you'll normally get a W pattern that's building up an uptrend, that's building up a higher low. But what does it make? It makes a W, right? Creates a uptrend. On the I didn't mean to say that. On the downside, what do you normally make? You'll normally make an M pattern. Oh, why I keep saving? I keep trying to take this off. Now on the downside, you'll normally make an M pattern. You'll make a letter M. You'll do this. This. Why? Because you're building lower highs, which creates what? A downtrend. So you have that. So there's different ways you can look at the market, man. And then the one we just went over right here, what we see right here, you have an H pattern for the downside. Bearish signal still creates a downtrend, and then uptrend, upside down H that way. So it's different ways that I look at it, and I notice certain things, and I just go. And then you already know the main patterns, which you have a cup and handle pattern. Everybody know that one, uptrend, and then you have the inverted cup and handle pattern. That's a downtrend. So you have a upside down cup, handle, back down, which creates a what? Downtrend this way. So I mean, I'm always looking for some type of patterns to help me out on the upside. You know, like I'm trying to see if I can find something to show you what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find one for example. Again, guys, watch that 565.90, 69 level. Watch that level. Let me see if I can find some type of pattern where where the market kind of tells you what it's doing. That one almost looked like an inverted cup and handle pattern in a way. I mean, I know it's ugly as hell, but I do see some of it like almost a cup and then a handle, and you get that pullback. I'm trying to find one that's a little bit neater than that. One that's a lot neater, if I can find one. Let me see. I'm trying to find a stock that I can use that can set up a little bit perfect, that has a good setup to it. I mean, Meta was on an uptrend. You clearly see that. That was an uptrend setup, but I don't see no other patterns. What about MSTR? MSTR, oh, no pattern on that one. Microsoft, maybe? Nah. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to look for little patterns that are kind of, give me a heads up on what the market is doing or what the stocks are doing. I was trying to find one. I can't find one at this time because normally I call them out and make people aware of what we could possibly be going. Whether it's a cup, cup and handle, U shape or something. But right now, the only thing with Tesla is you're just in a range. I mean, you can see that you've been in a range since last week? Same range. Been in the same range. 280, 290. Been in that same range, back and forth, back and forth. You have still yet to successfully break above 290. You have still yet successfully to break above that 270 level. So it's kind of like you just been in this range, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with that mid area 280. So if y'all notice the big channel setup, tops 290s, bottoms 270, mid areas 280. So it's just been going in a range, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all it's been doing really for like 2 weeks straight. But if y'all notice, look at the fives. See that in between? 285, 275. Y'all notice that? So like I said, it moves by fives. 280, 285, 290. On the downside, 280, 275, 270. So, but the range was still in the same range right here, guys. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh, did you think this could... Oh, I'm sorry, Pasta Boy. I do apologize. I'm just running my mouth trying to... I'm sorry, man. Let me, matter of fact, let's use the 180 chart, Pasta. Let's see. Let's see what those bottoms are, how Apple could be, setting itself up better. Let's see. Let's check this out real quick, boss. So let's use Apple 180. Let's see how that bad boy looking. Oops. So I got you on this, boss. Let's see. Where are these actual bottoms at on this? Let's see for Apple. I hate when this thing act up. I hate this thing. Apple. All right, there we go. I mean, look like we've been on a downtrend still, in a sense. Look like a downtrend setup still. Now we ever cracked out. Yeah, we fell out of that one a long time ago, so we can't use that one no more. Yeah, look like it's been downtrending. Yeah, see that? Look like it's been on a downtrend. Like a downtrend lately. Because you ran up towards them 260s. Then you've been barreling yourself back on down. And I kind of understand, too, because of the fear of the damn tariffs. Because you got to think about it, Pasta. Another reason why I probably have a lot of fear in it, because where do majority of your products come from? Dealing with Apple. What, like, who having a tariff war? Who having a war with right now? I mean, think about it. That's going to add a lot of fear into Apple because where your products come from. So that's adding a lot of fear, despite we spiking up, but it's still fear due to the damn tariffs. So thanks to who, we ain't gonna talk about that person's name. Good morning, Austin. We ain't gonna say nothing on that. But let's see, let's see how we can figure out the setup going into the following weeks coming up. Let's see what we can do. Pasta. Let's see, boss. Because right now, like I said, I see a downtrend setup at this time. I definitely see a downtrend setup. Let's see. See someone of a little downtrend build. Let's see, bosses. Let me see what I can do for y'all for Apple, for my Apple traders. Let me see what I can do. And let's see how I can come up with this solution. We're on this downtrend still. Alright. Make a duplicate copy. Let's see some bottoms here. Bam. See some bottoms this way. And right about here. So I do see this little downtrend setup still. See somewhat of a little downtrend setup still taking place. So what price point do we need to get above to, to change the course of that? Let's see. What was those strong areas that we had before? Let me see what I can do. Cause you see that? I mean, Pasta, you see that, boss? Look at the overall setup. We've been on this downtrend still. I mean, we got a nice little bounce all the way down towards that 170, then got that bounce back up. But look at the overall setup still. It still looks like a downtrend setup. So I'm trying to figure out how can we see it from a reverse standpoint. In the near future. Like what areas will we need to get on top to change the transition? What can we use specifically to change the course of this bad boy? Look like around. Let me see. Let me try a 212-ish level. Let me try this 212-ish level. Or 215, maybe 215. Let's try 215 real quick to see can we change the course of this. Because then again, and like I said, Pasta, the reason why we're having a lot of fear still in Apple is because due to the talks of the tariffs. Because majority of your products come from China. So that's what's causing a lot of ruckus right now too. Because you gotta think about it. If China slaps a huge tariff on America, you got to think about the prices going up on those products. You got to think about that. iPhones and everything else. That means that there's going to be less people buying these phones. That means that, you know, now Apple may not be hitting quotas, you know, like they have been doing. But, you know, and that's due to tariffs and the fears of that. But I'm trying to put the C on what we need to do to try, you know, change the course of this downtrend to an uptrend. So far, it looked like I want to say around look like around 215. I'm sorry, 215. Because last time we was at 215, we got that run back on up towards 238, pull back down, and then we got that nice run on up towards 260. So it seemed like around that 215 could change the course of it. Because underneath 215, you pull back down. Above that 215, you have room to run your way back up. So CR and NSR, do y'all agree with that, boss? Pasta, y'all agree with that? Also, y'all agree with that? Because like I said, I think what's causing fear in Apple is those tariffs. Because when we're above 215, you got the nice move on up towards the upside. So I'm trying to see. Oops, not that. God dang it. I hate when this thing does this. This thing back and just slow as hell. Let me move this up. So last time when we bounced off of 250, see how last time I click on this stupid thing and it don't move. God dang, this thing acts stupid. Ran up towards 238-ish level, almost 240 to 238. So I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together real quick. So, it's Chop City right now. So, and like I was saying, Charlie Queen, I was thinking that the reason why Apple is doing what it's doing is due to the talks of the tariffs. Because again, and as I was stating that all the majority of the products, Apple's products come from China. And we're already slapping these big tariffs on them. So if they start to slap big tariffs on America, then all your products go up. That means there's less buyers buying products, which will bring everything down. You know, you're not gonna have they're not gonna be able to meet the quotas like they expected. So right now, as far as Apple, I see a downtrend setup still. I mean, and look right here, NS. Look right here. So far, we've been on a downtrend setup, downtrend. So I haven't seen a transition yet on Apple just yet. So far, what I'm looking at, it looked like as long as you hold above that 215 area, you do have room to run back up towards that 238, 240 range, which you do pull back a little bit. What area is that? 220. Right here, 220, bounce right back up. So right now, we're back underneath those main areas. We're back underneath that old support level. So when you're above 215, you bounce. Now you're back underneath that bad boy. You can see every time you run up to 215, you get rejected. 215, you get rejected. So I can see right there with the level that we need to break back above. You can clearly see that. I mean, even look across the board. Come down to 215, you get that nice move back on up. So go back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because majority of the products come from China, which again, if Apple start to raise up their prices, that's gonna be less people buying them. So, and right here, so far, it look like your pivot point is gonna be 215, because you can see how 215 acts as support and resistance. So when you run up to 215, you get rejected. Run up to 215, you get rejected. When you're above 215, you bounce. So it look like that's your pivot point as of now. So that look like that's gonna be your pivot point. So above 215, you run on up. Below 215, you come back on down. So that could be the pivot point. So from that level, let's try to see if what I'm trying to do is create a big channel to help us out, you know, with Apple. So we see what a pivot point is at, the possible pivot point. So from that pivot point, how high can we go from those levels? So let's see. Whew.
News affecting the chart every time.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I agree with you 110%, boss. So it looked like, what it is, 200 level. So let me see, 200, 215. Because I'm trying to see where the old areas back here is at. You know, we could possibly see, because the next level is going to be around 200. Because you fall out of 200, you're going back it down into the 100 ranges. So let's see if we can utilize 200's level. Because you're going to have to stay within the range. Because if you fall out of 200, you're falling back down into the 100 range. So we have to take 200 into consideration. So we got to take that into consideration. Right here. Because you see you ran up to 200, you got rejected, came on down. So you got to keep in mind that's what's going to separate you from the $100 range to the $200 range. So right now, look like, and I'm going to take these off too in a few. So look like we in a range between 200 and 215 right now. So that's what it looked like. 200 and 215. but it does still look like it still look like a bearish, like a downtrend still. Because if you crack 215, you have room to still pull back down this way. Because every time you hit around that trend line, you pull back, trend line, pull back, trend line, pull back, trend line, pull back. So seeing every time you hit that purple trend line, this upper one, you always get a rejection back down, get a rejection back down, get a rejection back down. And it seems like every time you come down to this bottom trend line, you move back up. So you kind of can see the rotation in between this frame. So we're already hitting the top portion, which we have not gotten a breakout yet. So that's going to hold up as resistance with room to fall back down this way. So in other words, it looked like it's still declining in a way. It's still like it's still declining. Look like we're still seeing lower highs on this bad boy still forming. I haven't seen we got some little higher lows, but I'm seeing more of a downtrend setup than an uptrend setup on Apple at this time. I'm still seeing a decline on this bad boy. So right now, the channel that we're in right now, as of now, look like between 200 and 215. That's what it looked like so far, based off of what we see right here. So it looked like right now 200, 215, and then you got these lows down this way. That's going to be around 190. That's going to be 190 bottoms. But the main thing is we want to stay in the 200 range, because if you fall out 200 itself, you already know a whole number is going to be a natural support or a natural resistance. So if you fall out of 200, you're going right back down into the 900. Back down into the 100 levels. Then that means that now you're going to have to have enough buying pressure, enough buying strength to push you right back into 200, because we want to stay in that 200 range while we can recover to move our way back up towards the higher prices, the higher 200s. 215, 220, 230s, 240s, and so forth. But we want to hold 200, because if you think about it, we crack 200, you're no longer in the 200 range. Now you're falling back now into the 190 range. Now we're falling back into 190, 180, 170. You're falling further and further away from 200. Again, now you're falling back into 100 ranges. So that's still not a good thing. So what we got? Who hit me up? All right. What we got, J-Dub? Spies trying. Still fight. Yeah, so again, the main price point, like I said, guys, is those buys, because as long as those buys can stay on top of that 565. And remember, engineer, remember we talked about that. Those buys, you remember today's Friday. Majority of your contracts expires on Friday, especially put contracts. So normally what the buyers would like to do, and right now, y'all notice it's building up an uptrend. It's building a slow uptrend. Now we got somewhat of a little pattern setting up. Look right here, guys. Look at this little uptrend pattern setting up. Look. Getting a little uptrend pattern setting up right now this time. So, based off of the intraday movement, you got a little uptrend setting up. And then what I normally, and like we talked about with normally on Fridays, what buyers normally like to do. They like to stall those puts out of their contracts, because majority of those traders' contracts expires today. And you got to think about it. The longer those buyers hold those puts out of their contract, they got to think about time decay. They got to think about the value of their contracts. They got to think about the buyers that are leaving out that they can't sell to. In other words, you're stuck with that contract until your broker takes you out of that contract. So you already know on Fridays what buyers like to do. They'll hold again. They'll stop those sellers from pulling back. They'll hold a certain floor level where, again, those sellers cannot succeed or continue to pull back. They'll hold a certain key level where they'll start to squeeze their way back on up, create some type of a short squeeze, again, destroying all of those puts out of their contracts. That's normally what they're doing. And also, look at this uptrend setup still. You got to pull back, bounce. Pull back, bounce. You're still setting yourself up on an uptrend. Still around there, what area? As long as those buys stay above what price point? 565, 69. So right now, you notice how you keep going back and forth around that price point. Buyers are trying to stay on top of it. Sellers was trying to take it out. But look how important that price point is, because you always find your way back to it. You leave from it, you return to it. You leave from it, you return to it. And you can see it back and forth right here. Leave from it, return to it, leave from it, return to it. That levels is going to hold some type of importance. So it means something to the buyers and the sellers. Again, if buyers can utilize that, stay on top of that price point, now with support where they can move their way back up to the upside. However, if we fall back underneath it, then we'll stay within that range between that area 565 back down to that 559 range. So that's why, if you notice, it's a lot of choppiness right around just that one particular price point. No matter if you go up, no matter whether you go down, you'll find your way back to what price point? 565.69. That area is going to play a major role, on which way that the market wants to continue for the second half of the market. Again, and and don't forget, 1 o'clock candles. It all depends on where we close out at 1 o'clock. If we close above 565.69 at 1 o'clock, then once that new 1 o'clock candle comes in, the second half of the market, then they can utilize 565.69 to continuously push their way up to 568 to 570 level. If they close underneath that price point, then we have to focus on that possible downtrend that could be at hand. So that's why that level is going to be so important. Right now is what time? 11 o'clock, almost going to 12 o'clock. So once 12 o'clock hit, you got an hour to go. Hour to go, all you're going to see is a battle back and forth between this price point for a whole hour. Watch that. I promise you. Keep that on watch. For a whole hour, 12 to 1, you're going to see back and forth between 565.69 level. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Watch. So watch this. Right now, buys on top of it. So right now, buys are holding. And as I told y'all, look at that. Look at the EMA. Your 9-MA is still holding. Your VWAP is still holding. Uptrend is still holding. Now buys on top of that price point. So right now, everything is still looking bullish. I mean, it is. Everything is still looking bullish. Your indicators haven't fell back down, for an indicator crossover. Everything is still holding up right. Look like it's still trying to set up for possible indicator squeezes. So, I mean, those buyers are literally trying to stall those puts out of their contracts right now. Because think about it. Why haven't we dropped off the face of the earth right now? Why every time we pull back, we stall out and then go back up? Think about it. It's setting up bad traps after bad trap after bad trap, trapping those puts. Every time you pull back, buy step in, trap the bears, go back on up. Every time you pull back, buy step in, trap the bears, you go back on up. All they're doing is setting up bad trap after bad trap after bad trap. That's all they're doing. Because they're trying to slowly climb their way up to those price points. Now, this area is going to, like I said, this area is going to play a major key. Watch this key area. Again, above that price point, we can see that upside. We can see that continuation push up to the 568, 570. Below that price point, then we'll start to come right back on down. But that's why, if you notice, the market, even throughout all these hours, after the dump on down, we've been playing around this price point. Look at this. Since what time? 10 o'clock all the way to what time it is right now? About to be 12 o'clock, close to 12 o'clock. So about 2 hours? We were playing around this area for like 2 hours straight. So that had to tell you something, guys. That price point means something because you can't leave from it. Every time you leave from it, you return to it. So that area has some type of importance or means something to the buyers and the sellers because you always find your way back to it. So, in other words, if you want to see that continuation upside, stay on top of that price point for that possible push back up towards possible 68 to 70 level. Now, why? Because we've been in this channel before. If we go back a little bit, remember we went to that 180 chart. 90. Let me see. We can go to my 90-30. If we go back, look at the price range. Look at 559 bottoms and look at that 570 level, that white line. Watch this. Look at this. Look at that level here and look at this level here. We're going to go back. What range were you in a while back? Look right here. Go back. Right here, guys. 559, 570. 570, 559. 559, 570. But in order for us to get to 570, what did we have to break? 565, right? Broke above that 565. You had that possible squeeze on up. Bam, 570 level. Now y'all see that? Y'all see that old range that we were in a while back? We talked about this over and over and over. There was another one too that was set up like that. Was that the one? I think that was the one. Yeah, we was in this range. Yep, 569, 575. I'm sorry, 559, 570, 559, 570. We broke above it, ran up to 577. They came back underneath that 570, back down into that channel. Then you cracked that 559, fell all the way back down this way. But keep in mind that old range that we were in before. 559, 565, 570. That old same range. So again, if we can break above that price point, look at the possibility where you can run to 570. So whether we break that out or not, you already know that's going to be possible resistance because every time you ran up to 570, sellers came in, right? You got that pull back down. Ran up to 570, sellers came in, right? Pull right back on down. Even after the breakout, right here, even after the breakout, you broke above 570 and you fell back on down. You ran back up to what? 570. Sellers came back on in, back on down. Fell right back underneath that price point of what? 565. Dump on off. So where we at right now? Go back this way. Present. What are we fighting? 565, ain't we? Now we have the 566. Look, keep it on watch. Watch this. So, how much room you have? Again, where you think those buys are trying to go? After I just went over the chart setup. from this 565 level, where you think those buys are trying to go? Think about it. Where you think those buys are trying to push? Uptrend is still holding. Again, buyers are trying to again stall those puts out of their contracts, trying to go for an indicator squeeze. Trying to go for a short squeeze. Because again, as we push up, puts not making money at this time because the market is going up, not down. So they're stalling them out of their contracts. Time decay. Then they got to think about all the buyers again that's going to be leaving out that they can't sell it to. Now you're going to be a seller stuck with a contract until your brokers take you out of it. So again, above that price point, we didn't win over this. How far what's going to be the possible next level? 570. We know that. We know it's going to be the next level because we done been in this range before. 559, 570. 570 back down to 559 when we rotated back and forth, back and forth. So we know once we break above this price point, what's the next level that buyers are trying to go to? 570. So we know where they're trying to go. We know that level. So just keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. I'm still watching everything on my end too. So the way that I'm setting up, man, I might have to set up for a possible swing trade. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled on my possible swing trading opportunity. So I'm gonna wait for those price points to take place. So if I do a swing trade, I'm just gonna be honest, I may go for a put. I'm gonna be honest with y'all on my end. I may go for a put opportunity. But that's why I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait for those price points to hit where I know 9 times out of 10 sellers can go to. Or what sellers will be preparing and waiting at. Because right now on my end, I can't, with my cash account, I have to wait for everything to freaking settle. And then on my margin account, my day trades don't reset till Monday. So if I do go for a swing trade, I'm going to possibly go for a possible put opportunity. Possible put. I'm going to see. I'm going to keep it on watch because I'm going to see where we're going to go. On how we're going to, let me see. Well, put it like this. Based off this candle. Okay, if that candle closes above that 565, I could still do the possible call, swing trade up towards that 577. But if we stay underneath that 565, I could look for the possible put opportunity. So it all depends on, the price points that we hit. Because I know it's still kind of early for me to even go for a put. Go for a swing trade right now. Because, the market could do anything. So, I know it's still kind of early and I can't do too much of nothing right now. But we know the expectations of where those buys are trying to go is 570. And again, if they come in major aggressive, what's the next area above 570? 577. So you still got a lot of room to run. Because you got to remember, guys, the market has transitioned from a downtrend, from a bearish rally to now a bullish rally once all over again. You got to keep that in mind. Yeah, we on a bullish rally. It's the truth. It's a straight bull rally right now. And like I said, look at this chart setup right here, guys. Look at the space and opportunity where this bad boy has to go. That's why I want to see where we go. That's why I say I'm gonna determine on what I want to do based off those price points. So all I'm gonna do is base myself off of those. So all I'm gonna do real quick, guys, right here. So again, above 65, yeah, we're gonna run up 570, and what's these tops? Around what? 577. So again, but if we push up early, like say for instance we do go on a major spike, I know 9 times out of 10 where resistance can lie at, because I know where we could come back down to. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to see, what's going to happen throughout the course of the day as the market is about to close. And if we get this spike early around 577, then I can look for a put opportunity because we'll be hitting around resistance. So that's why I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. So I will be, if we do push, I'm just letting you know what I might do. If we do push up and we do get a break past 570 up to that 577, I will be looking for a possible put opportunity for that room back, for a possible move back down. Even though we are on an uptrend. We are hitting resistance still. That can hold up as resistance for a move back down. So if we do so happen to squeeze up all the way up towards that area, I can play the put side holding over the weekend. So I may do that. So it all depends on how we set up. So I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do. I'll definitely let you know what I'm gonna do from this point. On what choices I'm gonna make from there. Right now, I know we're going up, right into some resistant areas. So I'm gonna just keep my eyes peeled, from this price point up to this price point, and make my decision, based off of this range here. If we go all the way up, I can look for a possible put opportunity for the move right back down to that 565 level. So I'm gonna keep it on watch to see what we do. I'll keep it on watch and I'll let you guys know where I'm gonna go from here. Cause even with this, pulling back down, I mean, that could be a possible call opportunity later on where if you pull back down to the 552 level, hold that range for that bounce back up, still get a trend line bounce. So, again, it all depends on how it's about to set itself up for the rest of the day. Right now, as of now, we know that we're above. We know we're above the 565 level with room to push up to the 570 to possible 577 level. So you do have room because you are holding above this old resistance level. So right now, I know we got an hour left on this counter because these are 12-hour counters. So keep in mind, the main thing that you want to see, because I'm assuming about to be heading on now, guys, because like I say, from this point, the main that you want to see is a close, is a successful close above that price point, because you don't want to see a green and red move back down where you get stuck underneath that same price point. You can see what happened here last time. You ran up towards that 565.69. You got rejected right here when you did a red to green, right back on down toward the downside. So what you want to see is you want to see a successful close above that price point where we can utilize 565.69 for some, for support for the continuation push up towards 570, 577. And that's all it is. Exactly, patience. Watch that 565 level for that push on up towards the upside. That's all it is. And like they stated, it's all about patience. You got to wait for those setups to take place. It's all about patience, man. That's it. Patience, patience, patience. All you got to do is have patience, man. That is it. Patience is the name of the game. Patience is the name of the game. And shout out to you, T. Like I said, all you got to do is, and I told you to have patience. When you was going in for that swing trade, that put, I said, boss, it's setting up for a bull flag pattern. And then I was trying to tell you to stay on the long side. I was doing everything I could yesterday because you know I care about you. You know you're my brother from another mother. And I was trying to make you understand. I was trying to make you see what I saw yesterday. I said, I see a bull flag pattern set up. And when you were talking about a put, I was like, don't do that. I say, man, stay on the long side where you do have room to push your way back up. And there you go. Yeah, you know I got you, man. You know I'm going to look out for you. You know this, man. Come on now. Come on, boss. You know how I do, man. I always got your back. You know I got your back. I ride with you. I ride with you. Damn, I'm not switching my money. I don't know if it's going to even let me try to use my, let me see. Yeah, man, I'm always going to do anything I can to help you, boss. I mean, I know we may sometimes have some disagreements, but that's because we care about each other. You know, like, we want to see each other do well. You know, and I was trying to tell you what I saw. I saw that bull flag pattern setting up. Yeah, so, man. So, I told you to look at it for the long term. I told you I was bullied. You like I said, you my witness. You heard me say that. That I was going to stay on the long side versus the short side. I wouldn't short it. I said I was not shorting it because I seen the opportunity. I seen the abilities. I'm trying to see if it's going to let me use. Let me see if I can switch to the cash account. Let me see. It's going to let me switch back over real quick. I want to see, can I use it for. Let me see if it's going to let me use it. It may not. Let me see. Wait, why didn't it switch? Wait, hold up. Why didn't it? Wait, did it switch? From what? To what? 83 one time. Yeah, why didn't it? Wait, so why didn't it switch my... Oh, there we go. Wait, no it didn't. Wait, why is it still in my margin account? Ah. And as I told y'all, it didn't let me switch. And engineer, what I told you to watch, Queen. 560, 569. There you go. I told you the range that we were in. 560, 559 up to what? 570. The old range that we were in a long time ago. Why didn't it let me switch my Wait, from 577. So why didn't my money switch then? Okay, it's showing that it's in there. So why is it not showing up on my It's still showing in my margin, but it's not showing in my individual. Something ain't right. Cause I went to the website. The website is showing that it switched, but I don't see it on my my TOS switching over though. Yeah, something ain't right on that. Because the individual, it's showing that the money is transferred to my cash account. But I don't see it because I wasn't able to even try to even use my cash account with the little small leverage I had to trade. It's not even showing up on my whatchamacallit. It's still sitting in my margin. That's not... let me see what I can do. I might have to just this thing get on my nerves. I swear. It's a pain in my you know what. Man, I might just have to switch it back to my. Let me see. You have no positions to transfer. You may continue by selecting a different account. Oh man. Wait, what? No, I'm trying to read what this thing. It's just so why? Wait, not eligible for transfer. You make it. Wait, something is. Wait, what the? What the hell is going on?
Market moved to the news just now.
Can you post it, boss, if you don't mind, so I can put it out? I'm just trying to figure out why it didn't let me switch my It's in my cash account, but why is it?
NSR 911 AFC says. Breaking. Beijing weighs fentanyl offer to U.S. to start trade talks.
Man, appreciate you so much, boss.
NSR 911 AFC says. China sees potential fentanyl offer as a way to begin trade talks. Sources say. WSJ.
Yeah, I was trying to switch my money over, it didn't let me do it. Well, I could have got a trade in, but what the hell? Like, it didn't let me switch my money over. I mean, it's showing in my cash account, but it's not popping up on my TOS on my little thing. Yeah, it's showing the money is in there. So why? Something is not right, man. Something. Let me try it again. Let me see if it's gonna let me switch it. Let me see if it's gonna let me do it again. Man, I should. God dang it! It might. Let me see if it's gonna do it. Let me see. 83. I'm gonna try to switch it back to my margin account. Yeah, okay, let me do it again. Alright, so I'm back to my margin account. Oh man, this thing here is getting on my nerves. Nah, so it keep playing with me. Cause now when I transferred it, now it showed up. Man, this thing is I swear this thing is messing with my emotion. Now I switched it back to my margin, but now the money that I switched out from the now it popped up on the cash account. Man, what the hell is going on? Like, seriously. Like, come on, man. This is not even funny. Like, seriously, this crap not even funny. Like, I was trying to go for a trade, and this damn thing is giving me the runarounds, like, with the money transfers. What is really going on here? Let me see where's at. Now they switched it back to my margin account. Boy, this thing is driving me nuts. I swear to goodness. That's why I just missed the damn trade, because it was showing that it didn't switch it. And I could have got in. Even off of that, I could have got a freaking what type of move? I could have got a damn near. I could have made even $60 off of that quick run just now. Man, that's bullcrap. Man, that's crazy that it just did that to me. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it one more time. But before I curse this damn thing out, I swear to goodness, it better not do it again. It better. Because if I can go for a quick trade on it, but I'm going to try to switch my money over again to cash. Yeah, because it gave me an error saying the money wasn't in my account. Now I switched it back to the cash account again. Now, had it would have did that, I would have got in on the quick trade. I could have made a quick 60 or even on that. Man, that's annoying. Man, I'm going to just take a little risk, man. I bump it, man. Let me see what I can use. I'm going to just use what I can. Because all this money switching back and forth, it's getting on my nerves. So let me see. Man, that shit just got on my nerves. Literally just got on my nerves. Because it kept switching my money back and forth, and it stalled me out of me trying to get in on the damn thing. Man, that's crazy. And I already probably missed all of the areas that I could have got in at. Oh man, this is some bull. Ah, boy, I tell you. And I wanted that. And I wanted the 570 one too. The 570, and it went up on me. Goodness. That means I got to switch my contract again, man. I'm going to try to see if I can use one of these. I mean, just temporary ones. I mean, that's the only thing I can use. This thing kept switching. It kept switching my money and playing with me. Like literally kept playing with me. I'm gonna set one. I'm gonna just do one. Bump it. I'm gonna just use what I can. See if it's gonna let me do it. Nah, I rejected it. Why can I not do it? Okay, I can get to 10. Now let me see if it's gonna pull back down to it, to my my entry. What's 63, 73? So 73. Hold on, let me switch that. Hold on, let me see. Let me try that. Starting to push. It is not gonna grab my order. Man, I don't want to keep adjusting this damn thing, man. This thing's starting to irk my nerves. Alright, here we go. Put them back. Okay. So start getting a little pullback down. Let me see if it's gonna grab my order now. Let me see. I mean, I'll just do a little small. If I can do a little small contract, I'll do a small contract. As long as it can. Let me see if it's gonna grab it. Well, what time it is? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I mean, I'll do a little small position. I don't want to chase it though, but let me see. Like I said, I'll just hold it, man. I mean, it'll be a little position, man. Nothing major. But if that bad boy moves, I mean, I still got a lot of reward and risk. I'll put it like that. I have a lot of reward and risk. I'm trying to see if it's gonna pull to it real quick. Heard him, grabbing and see can we go for that little squeeze? Cause I got a good little position, so it's not a bad position. If I can, don't you start squeezing. There's a little certain area I see on my contract. I'm just trying to see can it grab my position real quick. We got left a minute. I might catch it on the next candle. Let me see.
NSR 911 AFC says, "Bro, come here to Saudi Arabia or banks are sucks."
Don't do that, boss. But man, thank you so much though, man. But I'm gonna soon be heading on out, boss, because I gotta run some errands in a few. I was trying to hurry me just get into this damn man. It's like it's still spiking, like it won't pull back. I want to see if this next red candle can grab me. The hell was that? Oh, yeah, I want to see if that next red candle. I mean, the next candle can pull back and catch me before I start doing anything. It's all right. New candle should come in. It's 5-minute time frame. 5-minute candle. Let me see what this next candle gonna pull back. Okay, here we go. I wonder if can I get a quick pullback on it, cause I want to switch my damn contracts again. I want to switch it. Gotta see where those lows is at. I mean, we did break out. I just need a pullback to my entry real quick. I'm gonna keep it on watch. I'll keep it on watch. I'll see. See if I get a quick pullback. All right, here we go. Can I get a quick pullback? Oh, there we go. Pull back. Let me see what's gonna grab it. Yeah, I'm just doing a little small one, man, because the damn cash account. I gotta wait for it to settle, and it only gave me a small amount to even play with. And look at it. I don't think it's gonna still take my damn order. I don't think it's gonna still even pull back down to it. Oh man, this is some bull, boy. I swear. This is about some bull. I'm trying to hurry and catch this damn thing, and it's just still giving me hell. And I still haven't got the pullback to the area I'm trying to get in at. Or this little specific area. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just doing a small position, engineer. Just something to do. Just something to do. Because like I said, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wait for that swing trade. Because if we do push up towards those high levels, I do want to look for a possible put opportunity. Oh, here we go. Let me see if it's going to grab it. I'm going to hold it if we grab it. Let me see. Grab it. It's pulling right to it. It's right where my entry is at. I'm trying to see if it's going to grab it. It's right there. Like it's right on top of it. God damn, how many buys they got where I'm at? They got like about 2,000 calls. I'm still in on calls, Queen. Like I said, I'm just doing a small position. Just something to do. I mean, it's small. Small position. Like really small. Like my risk could be $10. Like that's how small it is. And it got on top. Let me see.
NSR 911 AFC says, "From where are streaming, bro?"
What you mean, boss? Like we talking about like the platform YouTube and stuff? Well, I normally do. Oh, you talking about what my head? This is Tradecaster, boss. I'll see you in the information. I work with an organization. I work with a group. It's called Tradecaster, boss. Oh, Lake Charles, Louisiana, baby. Come on, man. They got so many buyers where I'm at. It got like 10,000 buyers. Good Lord. Like 10,000 of them. Goodness. I didn't think there was that many buyers like right where I'm at. It looked like it's trying to bounce right back up.
Oh, cool.
I don't think it's going to grab my order. Man, they had like 10,000 buyers right where I was at. They're like, everybody was thinking the same thing. They got like right where I got in at. I'm trying to get in that. And now it's up like 12,000. It's like, good Lord. Look at all those buyers. Now it's now down to 9,000. It's like, God dang. How many buyers are trying to get in the same area I'm at? Down to 4,000. Look like we're starting to shrink down a little bit. So it's like I'm trying to get in. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Yeah, I mean, if it don't take mine, I'm gonna see. Cause it's not even grabbing mine. It got too many damn buyers. I don't think I'm gonna cancel. I got, man, about 20,000 people. Like 20,000. It had like 20,000 buyers. I couldn't even grab my order. It's like, goodness. Keep in mind though, guys, we're around what, 567? I'm sorry, 568 for that push up toward that 570. Keep that on watch, cause you still got room to still possibly push. I tried to get in, but it didn't grab mines. It's like, man, they had too many buyers right where I was at. Had like damn near 10,000 buyers. I was like, holy hell. I mean, I could just use, oh, that's the wrong one. It's gonna block it anyway, cause I used too many, let me see. Man, it was too many people. I couldn't get in. What is this one? 74?
0 fuck says 01 says. I'm targeting 570 area.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just, if I could just do it like a little small, whatever, I mean, I'll do that. So I'm gonna just see. Just something to use. You know, like I said, the only thing I can risk is $9. I mean, based off of, oops, and I pressed it. So, $9. I mean, it's all I can risk. $9 all I got. Shit, because I got to wait for the rest of my cash to settle. I can't play with nothing else until next week. Unless I take my money out and put it in my margin and do a swing trade. I mean, I would just play with what I got for right now, man. Little small, little move, man, bump it. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, I'm about to soon be shutting it down. I gotta go run some errands, man. Tariq, congratulations. Like I said, I know we may bump heads, you know, every now and then, man. But boss, I'm gonna tell you right now, I could be more proud of you, man, because you have showed courage, you have showed strength, you have definitely showed leadership to not only me but to a lot of other traders, man. And we're truly grateful to have you a part of this organization, man, and a part of this team. So shout out to Tariq, man, because I know, he goes through his ups and downs. No, boss. I don't stream weekends. The only thing I do with the weekends is 101s, and I do charge for those classes. It's like $50 for an hour or two, because of stepping outside of the market to take my free time to help people and so forth. But other than that, I stream Monday through Friday, boss, free. Nothing free of charge. But like I said, the only time I charge is Saturday, Sundays, or however we may schedule our appointment. But to talk about the market, help you understand the charts.
Of course.
So yeah, but yeah, man, I thank y'all for everything, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are amazing, man. Like I said, we done came a long ways.
See ya, great to meet you.
Man, you too, boss, man. You always welcome back, man. Man, come join us, man. You always welcome, boss. Thank you so much for coming through. So shout out to NSR, man. Shout out to him for coming through, being a sport. Hanging around. Shout out to Ace the Kid, my brother from another mother, who always coming in with these raids. Love him to death, man. So, definitely, man. I'm definitely grateful to have great people around my corner, in my corner.
11 AFC says. Big love from Saudi Arabia at 7 p.m.
Man, from Saudi? Man, shout out to you, boss. Man, that's love, man. I mean, when you're getting it from a different country and area, man, that's a blessing. I mean, for people to know you from different areas, man, it's a blessing. I mean, you put in hard work, and then, man, it pays off, man. Through the grace of God, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful to help people. Tariq, you already know I got you, boss. I already got you, man. Let me put out the little, in case anybody want to tip. So I got that up because I know a lot of people asking. Brent, you already know, boss. Oh, Brent. Shout out to Brent, level 2.
Streamer became a member on YouTube.
Brent, thank you so much for joining me, man. Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much for joining. For subscribing, man. Thank you. Level 2. Level 2, let's go.
Thanks for all you do, man.
Man, and again, you guys are the ones that give me that courage to push, Brent and all of you, man. I love you guys to death. I never want to let you guys down because I feel like if I'm not doing the work that I need to do, busting my ass to give y'all the information that y'all need, then I'm not doing y'all service. So that's why, I put in the work and I do the best that I can because I want to lead by example. And again, these are you guys' accounts, man. I can't play with that. I can't just throw out anything and again, turn a trading opportunity to gambling. That's not what I'm about to do. That's why I break down everything to a science. Brent, you know me.
Much love, brother. Enjoy your
Man, Zero, you too. And then y'all know me. What do I do? I break down 15-minute time frames, 30-minute time frames, 1 hour charts, 180 charts, anything that I can to show you guys what I see. Like yesterday, I told y'all we was possibly setting up for a bull flag pattern, didn't I? Went on up, right? Came right back on up, reclaimed that 559 level this morning pre-market, got right back up to the 560s, push your way up to what? 565, and bam. And again, man, I thank y'all for giving me the courage and the push for me to be the trader that I am, man. I thank y'all so much, man. Love you guys to death. Appreciate you. You know I love y'all, man. Y'all know what time it is. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out, man. I'm about to be rolling on out. I do have to run some errands and everything. Let me give a shout out to, first and foremost, let me give a shout out to NSR for coming through. Brand new guy. Showing love and support, being a great sport, man. Thank you so much, boss. You always welcome to come back. Welcome to the Team Traedz family, boss. You already know what time it is. Aussie, let me give love to you because you always on both sides of the fence, YouTube and Tradecaster. Always showing man love, and you already know, man. Shout out to you and your husband, you and the hubby, man. So I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. So let me give a shout out to Zero, Brent. Y'all know what time it is. Again, Ace the Kid. Man, NS YouTube, boss. Can't wait to see you for Money Monday, boss. Let's get ready to rock and roll on it. So we ready to make some more money, boss. We ready. Let me give a shout out to NSR again. Thank you so much for coming through too, boss. Like I said, Ace the Kid, thank you so much for the raid and the love. CR, my brother from another mother. He already know what time it is. My guy there too. G-Range, always a pleasure to have you too, boss. I think that's all that came through today. I think that's the only ones that came through for sure. Last but not least.
Yeah, man, thanks for sharing your take on market with us. Always good to fellowship with other traders.
Man, always, boss. Because like I said, we encourage one another. Like I said, things that I don't know, that's why I lean on you guys. Like, y'all can alert me with something, and I go do the research behind it. And, some things that I may not know that you guys know, and I love it. Thank y'all, man. I do appreciate y'all because y'all make me who I am. It's no JTraedz without y'all. Y'all know that. No JTraedz. And also, you don't already know, that's my lady there, man. Always been rocking with me since day one. One of the first ones to do my one-on-ones. Shout out to her for always supporting me. Engineer, you already know. YouTube queen, always a pleasure.
Knowledge should be shared, not hoarded.
Oh, exactly. And I agree. Oh, got to, boss. And I don't mind that because, again, I've been through the struggle. I went through that in my life, and I never want you guys to go through it. I never want you guys to go through what I went through, due to me being stubborn and taking a trading opportunity, turning it into a gamble. So that's why, before people, jump into certain plays, I'm like, okay, before you jump into it, why are you jumping into it? Do you have an exit strategy? Do you have an entry strategy, to make the right moves you need to make? That's why I try to break down everything to the science because I want people to win. Again, I was a manifesting to this to everybody. That goes to all members on Tradecaster, Twitch, YouTube. Then I'm manifesting you guys that you're gonna be quitting your 9 to 5s. You're gonna be working from home, living life the way you want to do it, creating your own schedules, and just enjoying life, man. And I'm gonna manifest and put that in everybody's life, man, because y'all all deserve it. And let's get ready to make this money. Y'all know what time it is. So let me give a shout out to who we got with this morning. Tariq, you already know what time it is, boss. Shout out to you, and thank you so much for coming through, and thank you for being the leader that you are. Jenna, who else we had in the building? JTraedz, Mike, Trader Mike. Who else we had? Insider, Engineer, Queen. Who else we had in the building? Deck, AK-47. You already know. Those are my guys, my brothers. You already know. Who else we had? Who else? Thunder. Shout out to you, boss. Let me see. AK, I already called AK out. That goat there, that boy there. That's my G. I love some AK. Z-Dark, shout out to you, boss. Congratulations on your profits, boss. Pasta Boy, you know it's always a pleasure to have you, and congratulations on your profit as well, man. Well deserved, boss. Well deserved, well deserved. Who else we had in the building? J-Dub, shout out to you, boss. Who else? Let me see. Aussie, again, it's always a pleasure, my queen. Thank you so much. Charlton Queen, the first lady of Team Traedz. You already know what time it is on that note. So thank y'all so much for my beautiful ladies, man, who always holding it down. These ladies are some goaties. they some beasts in the streets. Don't play with them. Low boy, shout out to you, boss. Shout out to you. You did not, wait, what you said? You did not buy swing. Well, I was, matter of fact, speaking of MSTR, like I said, right now I don't want to jump in the swing too early, engineer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch those levels, because you got to keep in mind that we still have that 400 level, 403 level, and again, if we can't break that key level, I could possibly utilize that for resistance for a move back down on MSTR. So, excuse me, while we're watching that 395 level, I'm going to see if we're going to get that break above 400, or we will get rejected and come back on down. So I can utilize that for resistance for a move back down to that level. So again, I can look at it from a put standpoint as well. So that's why I'm going to keep my eyes peeled, because it's only 12 o'clock and we still got, damn near, 4 hours after once 1 o'clock rolls in to see where we go from there. But yeah, I just don't want to jump in too early, too soon. But I will be keeping on watch at that 395 mark. Up towards that 400 range to see if it's going to go for a breakout. If not, I may utilize that 400 or that 403 level for resistance for the move back down where I could hold it. So I will let you know, though. I will alert you on the chat box. I got you on that. I will alert you on that, engineer. I got you. So let me go ahead and give a shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody for the YouTube subs. Let me see who else we had. We had Twitch subs. We had a few of them. Thanks for the super thanks. Y'all already know. Thank y'all for the super thanks. Thank y'all for subscribing. What's this one? I think I got the wrong one. What else? Shout out to my mods. Y'all already know what time it is on all platforms. Twitch, YouTube, Tradecaster. Thank y'all so much for a job well done. You guys are amazing. And we're going to keep it rocking and rolling. So thanks to everybody, man, for everything that you guys do, man. I definitely appreciate you. And once again, if you are new to my channel, please do your boy a favor. Go to YouTube. Go on to YouTube and go on to JTraedz TV. Smash that subscribe button, because we are on that road to 1K subs. Like I said, we still pushing and pushing and pushing. I just need you guys' help. It's only free $99. I just need you guys' assistance, man. Just keep hitting that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, hit the notification bell. Like, share, comment. If you're on Twitch,
tell people about Twitch Prime.
Oh God, boss, I don't even know how. Can you show me how to do that? I don't even know how to Twitch Prime work. I mean, to be honest, I'm not afraid to admit that. I know how to put up the sub thing, but I never know how to Twitch Prime work. I mean, you can help me on that, boss. And if you are new to Twitch, like I said, if you're on my Twitch, guys, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. But yeah, Brand, let me bring this down so you can help me with that, boss. You know what I mean? Help me with that, because I never know how all that worked. Once I became a part of the affiliate program, I didn't know how none of that worked. I'm just being honest. You know what? All I knew was, I got paid for advertisements and all that, but I never knew how all that worked. So you can help me on that. If whether it's here or if you want to talk to me offline, it's up to you, boss. And, if you want to holler at me offline, you already know to go to my Instagram, on my Twitter. You already know at JTraedz, verified on Twitter. So yeah, but definitely, yeah, I wouldn't mind the help if you don't mind helping me on that. So I'm asking for help. So if you don't mind helping me, B Money. So if you don't mind assisting me, boss.
Creamer says, if you have a Prime account, you get 1 free sub a month. I think you just hit subscribe and use your Prime sub.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you, boss. Well, thank you so much, man. Like I said, I'm still trying to learn how it works. But thank you so much for helping me out with that. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, I just didn't know how all that worked, man. I was just still trying to figure it out. I was just still in the mix. But thank you so much for the information, though, boss. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. So, yeah, guys, I will be heading on out, man. Everybody stay blessed, stay safe. I will be back in for Monday Mondays. I will be updating the charts and stuff over the weekends. I will be posting that on my Patreon. For those who have not been on my Patreon, this is what I normally post on Patreon. I will show y'all for those who are not aware of my Patreon channel. For those who may want to, look into it. So let me go back to it real quick. So for my Patreon members who are already Patreon members, y'all already know what to expect. So normally on my Patreon, what I post is I always update the market. The FinViz market. from the Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Russell, the range that we in, or whether the market is up or down. I always update that every day. Then I'll put out whatever economic data may come out towards my paid members. Whether it's the non-farm payroll, jobless claims, and then from that I put out the schedules. Then I put out my videos. And where's my let me go to my trading journal for those who are part of it. Trading journal. What is it? I'm trying to think what I got it listed on the trading journal. I think that's what I got to say under. Oh yeah, okay. So I put out like on the weekends. I normally put out like my trading journals. And from a long standpoint, from a short standpoint, I put out with the market that has done overall. Where I go into these breakdowns on certain key levels or areas that that we could be looking forward towards, areas that we need to break out, areas that we need to crack. From a put standpoint, from a call standpoint, and so forth. Longs and shorts. So I put the breakdown from every aspect. So I always put those trade journals out to get yourself prepared. For the next week coming and so forth. How to better prepare yourself. So I do that. So if you ever want to join the Patrons, so I definitely do that. And then I do have the one-on-ones. If you ever want to do one-on-ones, for further breakdowns as far as chart patterns and things of that, how to read the market better. Where we can just sit down and have a one-on-one talk, and you don't have to have no pressure on you. Where we can just have fun and just talk about it. I've done that with a few other people, man. Shout out to those who have joined my one-on-ones, man. We had a great time, broke down a lot of things, and it has helped them a long ways. And I'm glad that it did. So we definitely have fun with that, man. One-on-ones, we definitely have fun, and thank those who have joined the one-on-ones. Appreciate you so much for that. So guys, let me go ahead and wrap everything up. Let me put up my signing off. And guys, again, I will be back in for Monday, and over the weekend I will be updating the trading journal. As we set ourselves up for next week. Matter of fact, let me check it out. Hold up, before I sign out, let me see what we need to expect next week, real quick. Hold up, as far as our economic calendars, what we need to prepare for. Let's see, next week. What we got next week? Anything important? We have the monthly U.S. federal budget. That's Monday. Anything else? Okay, we have CPI data and PPI data coming out next week, guys. Wednesday, nothing scheduled. Friday, just gonna have the imports, building permits, but we will be having CPI data and PPI data. CPI data will be that Tuesday the 13th, and we're gonna be having PPI data. That'll be set for the 15th. And you already know, guys, I'm gonna update the earnings list. Shout out to Earnings Whisperer. So I get that from them. Matter of fact, let me see if they didn't post anything yet. To see if any major companies are coming out. So maybe have me take a look at this real quick to see if we don't have any other because we already had Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. They got my boy they got my boy Ace the Kid again. That is my guy, man. Love him to death. So let me see if they didn't post it out yet. When is that? May 5th? That's next week? No, that ain't right. Wait, May 5th. Why I got May 5th? Oh, I see what they did. My fault. So yeah, so next week, guys, based off of the Earnings Whisperer, let me go to it real quick. What to look out for next week so far, and I'm gonna go ahead and post this. I'm gonna post it in our chat later on. PLTR. Let me see. We do have SMCI. We do have AMD. That's gonna be Tuesday. I don't see any other major companies that we normally look out for. We do have ARM for sure. But I don't see, like, as far as Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, like all of those, the ones that we look over. I mean, even though we already had Meta, Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon just recently. So the only things that will be coming up will be PLTR. If you do trade HIMS, HIMS. The following day we're gonna have SMCI. I know a lot of people gonna be looking towards SMCI, AMD. Following day, ARM. That's really all I see. Let's go. I mean, like right in this little area. Monday, Tuesday for sure. SMCI and AMD for sure. I do see that. I don't see nothing else. But yeah, so that's the only ones I see as of now, guys. But I will put everything else out though, man. But thank y'all so much, man. I'm gonna let everybody go enjoy their weekends, man. Go enjoy that money, man, that y'all have worked y'all butts off to earn. Job well done still, guys. We still are pushing up towards that 570 level. Keep your eyes peeled at that 570 range still. With room to still going up. We only about $3 away from that price point. Only really almost $2 away because you're up to damn near 568, the area that we just talked about. So 570 level, definitely keep that on watch. You got to run up towards that 570. And we'll keep it rocking and rolling. So, guys, congratulations. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Let me go ahead and put my let me put in my little weekend thing, because I always forget to do this every weekend. Bam! I can put that up now. Yeah. So, I hope everybody have a blessed weekend. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. If y'all ever need me, I'm only a type away. If y'all need to hit me up on social media, some of y'all have my numbers. I think also you have my number as well. If y'all ever need to reach out to me, I'm here to help you guys. I know, man. I had to do it. I ain't got my glasses on right now, but I had to run with the Jordans. But I had to post something, man, because I always had it, but I always forget to post it on Fridays. But I got the opportunity to do it this time, so yeah.
Can you help me? I interested one ticker of TOS. Can you just try search it? Ticker is $T-Bold.
Let me see, boss. Hold on. Let me see. What you got? What was that? TVLND. Wait. That's not coming up, boss. I don't see nothing on that one. Yeah, TVALND.
With dollar.
Oh well.
48 cents. Dollar.
Hey, I don't see nothing on that one. We would but you know not to post that.
It's index.
Yeah, I don't see nothing coming up on that one, boss. Yeah, I don't, yeah, because normally you just have to post the ticker. The ticker normally comes up. Let me see if I see anything else behind that. I might need to look it up. Because obviously, TOS is not picking it up. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see nothing on there. Let me try to look it up real quick, man. Let me see real quick before I head on out. Let's see. Wait.
Coxie 48 says. Try $T-Ball.
Let me see, boss, what you got? T-Ball? Let me see some. Nah, hold up. I do see it. Whoa. Man, that's new. Cool. Man, that was different. I never seen something like that. That's wow. T-Ball?
Coxie 48 says. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Okay, boss. Okay, so what are you looking at? What are you trying to you trying to look at it on the long side? Let me see. Let me try to look at that up on. Let me hold up. You said Tesla's popping too. I'm about to check Tesla too in a minute. Mike, low boy. Hold up, boss. T-Boy chart quotes. Let me see. Let me go to TraderView. Let me see what TraderView got for me on that one. TraderView. Oh, good lord. Look at the price too. Damn. It's moving up for sure. The way that this is setting up. Where's that thing when you go to chart? Super chats, view chart. There we go. Right now, where we at right now? Because there's so many dotted lines. Like, man, it's like not like the candles. Like, jeez, let me see. Candlesticks. I got candlesticks. Where's my hey, I need to see that a little bit closer.
48 says. Just summary volume on all shares with listed on NYSE.
Oh, okay, I got you, bro. Okay. Yeah, because I was matter of fact, hold up. Let me see something. I'm trying, like I said, give me some time, boss. I'm trying to get everything set up for you, man. Because I didn't want to leave you hanging. I'm just trying to see how I can read these bad boys. So I'm trying to do the best that I can based off the information.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest, boss. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out, man. I'll put it together though, boss. But yeah, I gotta head on out, man, because I do have to help my grandmother, man. I do have to head on out. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that information, Coxie. What I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna give you that information. So if you don't mind, what I can do is I can follow you on any social media. You can follow me on JTraedz, where we can talk in the DMs, where I can help you with that, and we can go further details. But I got you on that. So just hit me up either on social media, Instagram or Twitch, on Twitter, and DM me, and we can go over it. But I got you, boss. I definitely got you on that. I definitely got you though. So yeah, guys, man, y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. I'm about to be on out. And like I said, we'll give you the rock and roller for Money Mondays. So y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize risk, always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, love y'all. Stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.